That's a fucking crooked camera angle.
Whoa,
Sorry, everybody.
That's all right.
Whoopsie.
What a return.
What a return.
Truth Behind Illusion is back. Crooked camera and all.
Fucking back, baby. Episode 30. We've been gone for a long time, but we have returned.
Maybe I should sit there.
You like that? Yeah, that's what I thought. I loved it. I thought it was
that was our original setup. It was 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
You can jump over. We have
I can't see this. I see microphone. Go
ahead, jump over.
We still have to test your eagle eye skills, see if you can read the comments from there.
Oh, all right. So hold on. Let me just. Sorry, I can't believe we're doing this like shitty like this. But we'll figure it out. All right, we're figuring it out as we go. But yes, episode.
We'll do it live.
We'll fucking do it live. Episode 30. Paul in the chat's already killing it. It says alien human hybrids. Didn't know we were talking doing a show about my in-laws. But nailed it.
Take my wife, please.
That's a fucking knee slapper. So good. Love the new intro music. Well, that is new intro music. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get the housekeeping business out of the way. Andy's all about it tonight. I love it, Andy. You're on the game. All right. While you're cleaning up here, we're excited. We're jumping the gun. I literally just edited the intro music and stuff that's why we're a little bit late. We were going to start at 7, but we do have a Patreon. It's $1 or $5 general support. We have no bonus content as of yet. We were making bonus content, and everyone that was on the Patreon was like, "Hey, we don't really watch it or care, so make the bonus content for everybody." Because we're just kind of here to support.
Yes.
Aww.
So, which is great because that's fantastic. And it gives us a couple bucks every month so we can put it towards better equipment. But we want to thank Tommy B, the Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Hyrith, which we have to go back to soon.
Yeah.
Hyrith in Other Words, Jay, and Austin Blackwell. So thank you all for your Patreon support.
Thank you.
Also check the links below for our merch. So we just got on TeePublic, we have our logos up. All logos except one. So I have to upload one logo to Teespring. Teespring is mostly items you can't get on TeePublic, like pint glasses.
Exclusive.
Yes.
Onesies for babies.
That they're not on there, but it's like yoga mats are on there now.
What?
Fanny packs, which I'm a
how about that? That's
fan.
cool. Get your Truth Behind Illusion fanny pack.
Yes,
but it's the 80s.
The logo,
spooky stuff.
the logo that we can't put on TeePublic that we're going to put on Teespring exclusive t-shirts, hoodies, the whole nine is our Scooby-Doo logo.
It's back.
Yeah, because TeePublic won't have it, even though it's
why? Oh, because it's.
I think the van is close, too close.
But there's full blown like X-Men shirts on there.
Yeah, there's certain properties that I googled.
It's a conspiracy. We're being blacklisted.
But there is certain shows if you Google on TeePublic, you can't find anything. Scooby-Doo's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that might.
They're
be
all
a
about
classic copyright.
Yeah.
Type thing.
So yeah, live chat is open if you guys want to hang out. If you have anything on the topics that you enjoy, if you have ideas for future topics, hit us up. Let's find out about them.
Should I just do the whole show? Like,
please do.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Pit Vipers in a second here. But yeah, we have the merch. You can do all that. The Patreon, and I think that's all we got. So we will get into that.
It's too distracting. I put them on and get serious.
Yeah. Let's try that right now. All right. Tori, what are we fucking talking about tonight?
Well, fellas, on my first show back.
Yeah, so our new dynamic is going to be, I'll play host in the beginning, lead you guys down a little bit of a journey to say, hey, here we are. Nope, not into it.
All right. Tony gives me a drink, and it's a very like fruity looking drink, and I go, what is this? He's like, oh, it's pomegranate berry. It's fine. And I said, is this like a sparkling drink? Is this
it's like
White
water?
Claw?
Yeah, it doesn't drink like one though.
Does it drink worse? I'll try it. I'm sure it's awful.
It's
okay. Let's see.
It's water.
It smells like nothing.
I love Andy's beer reviews because he hates beer.
It tastes like. Hold on.
Tastes like somebody is yelling the name of the fruit in another room.
It tastes like you put like a little bit of fruit or like grape juice and like medicine. It's not awful.
It's like very watered down cough syrup.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Yeah, like hey, give me a little bit of NyQuil and one grape.
Let's get fucked up.
All right, so we are back with the show. Anthony, Andy, and Tori returning to the show full time. She's back.
I'm back, bitches.
If you want to get
has
into,
returned.
if you want to get into anything personal of why you left or anything, that's completely up to you. But also, Tori's in charge of every topic now, so she's going to be the one presenting the topics, and Andy and I will be the ones breaking it down and saying how we don't believe it.
Yeah.
So it's going to hopefully be entertaining. Yeah, so that's kind of our strategy going forward. I'm sure things will change if you guys like certain things or want us to try other things. The power is in your hand as the viewers. We want to say thank you to everyone in the chat right now. So
Billy Gober said, "Oh my God."
Hey guys, send me a fanny pack. What's that say?
Well, we can't. You have to order it. They're made to order.
Yeah, it's
Just
made
kidding,
to order.
just kidding.
Yeah.
Why are you kidding?
Fanny packs are amazing. I'm trying to bring them back.
Dude,
Slowly, they're coming back. Not just wrestling, but like a lot of places.
Pit vipers and fanny
Yeah.
packs.
Yeah.
Let's go. Look
90s, baby.
Look like the
Fan
nasty
packs are
ones.
80s,
But all right, let's get into this topic.
for my first show back, you know I had to do something alien. You know I had to do it to him.
All right.
So before I get my thing together, alien human hybrids. What does that sound like to you? What do you think?
It sounds like our promo photo where it's a mama and it's a daddy alien and he sticks his tentacle manhood.
We're not gonna go tentacle.
oh my
Don't
God.
do it. Don't no.
Well, depending on what breed, we've learned in the past. I've learned in the past researching for stuff for the show. We have a lot of different breeds of aliens.
The
Yeah.
Tarzicians
And
the Andromeda.
So what he's doing is a Riley Martin
Yeah.
impression who talked aliens on Howard Stern show.
But he was
Oh.
full of bullshit.
And such a
And he would always talk about the Tarzicians. Tenzin Wong. That was
they bring you up to the
What they're
mothership
saying,
and such as and
Oh,
He's
I
real-
love that.
he's great. He's dead now.
yeah,
He
unfortunately.
has been
R.I.P.
taken to
I would listen to him for hours.
He
It's
was
just so
taken-
entertaining.
he was taken to the mothership.
Anyway,
One
a
can only
hybrid is one parent is a human and one is an alien.
dream. Correct.
Yes. To make it in
Ding, ding, ding,
simple
ding.
terms.
So I know you guys, you are going in blind with it. I know you had said before that you're going in completely
I did
blind.
a little bit of research.
Go ahead. Do you want to give just a little bit of what you have? Because I have a whole bunch of stuff,
So
plus some personal stories.
If I start getting into stuff that you're going to talk about, shut me up. All right.
Okay.
So initially it started, I don't remember the names because I'm terrible with names, but it started with, and I was also high and watching this before I went to bed. So I was high and I was also taking
it's medicinal.
melatonin
Oh my God.
Oh,
to try to help me
Tony.
sleep. And I started researching
I
the
think you
show.
didn't die.
Tony,
No, it helps you go to bed. I sleep like a fucking rock.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
know
I think
sleep
one
was an
time you're going to
issue.
sleep so good you're not going to get up after all that.
And then he wakes up on the mothership.
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Such yeah. So the first story I seen was this, which was kind of cool. 'Cause I think it was like the fucking 60s or something, or it might even be earlier than that. It was black and white, but like it was an interracial couple, black guy, white wife. Good for them for being
Is that
Mhm.
Betty and Barney?
I believe it was Betty Barney.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they were
that's
abducted.
That's a huge abduction story.
And
Yeah.
they feel that when they were abducted, they had removed eggs from her and semen from him,
Mhm.
and possibly did experimentation to create what we would now see as hybrids.
Mhm.
So it's not like the alien come down, do a little fucking wham bam, thank you, man, and dip. They
Yeah.
kind of bring you up. They take parts of you, mix
Yeah.
with their DNA, and
Although-
they even like abduct
Like
dudes.
test tube, baby.
Yeah.
yeah, so they're making
Like
these
made in
test-
laboratory. Although I do think there's some cases where people say they have had sex with an alien and that their offspring does have alien DNA. Now,
Already,
Yeah.
already, Tony's got the
yeah.
the face.
I'm just
the
saying
face
what
that I missed
people
so
have
much.
said.
And then the other one was some photographer chick was talked about how she would
Some photographer chick.
she
broad.
got abducted 158 times, she said, and every time she went up they would take more of her eggs and then show her the baby they're making, and every couple months like she was able to go up and see
That'd
her
be
baby.
dope. I would
Yeah,
volunteer
I mean,
for that shit.
You don't got to take care of the kid. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, they're going to raise it for you. You just come visit on the weekends.
I would willingly give my eggs to do that shit. That's so cool.
I mean,
I'd do it too.
if they have alien technology that's
Just
going to
high
help
five
me,
in your like
Yeah.
hybrid child.
like if they have alien technology where they can remove semen from me, or even if they have like cool alien hookers or something on the
Technology,
ship.
it's like someone, just an alien that's good with his hand.
Yeah,
Or
like,
her
what if they
hands.
just-
It's hands.
They just put a device on you. It's like, you're just like, whoa.
probably want to feel good. You're like, oh, Oh, geez.
Can I come up here twice a month?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, he's back.
Who knows? You know, maybe they have
He's just up there he's like, excuse me.
they
I'm
have like
ready."
they have like state of the art fleshlights. You know what I mean?
Ew.
You never know.
It's in a
That's
wall.
so
It's self-serve.
fucking gross.
I'm just saying, if they have cool technology, I'm willing to try
I'm sure
anything
they do.
once. You know?
That's fucking
I would say they would
gross.
have a more non-gratifying way of taking it out.
No, I'm sure it's very,
You know, like
I'm sure it's very pleasant. That's why I'm hoping.
I would say pleasant, but not in a orgasmic way. Just
You never know.
It comes out and it's out, and that's it.
Well, how do they like extract animal semen, like farmers and like everything to do like insemination? How do
They
they do
jerk
that?
them off.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, everyone who has other stories I've heard about abductions,
Mhm.
they're like, I literally watched them take all my organs out, but I didn't feel any pain.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
And
too.
then I had 0 scars when I came
and they
back
said
down.
that they look like an erector set that the alien robots were built out of that just dissected the lady and then put her back together. I
Yeah.
forget which one that
it's
was.
wild.
Kryptonite Podcast, if you're wondering.
Yeah,
where we
and there
heard
was
a lot of
another
these
one
stories.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, love that podcast. Go check them out. So yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of what I get when I think of alien hybrids.
Mhm.
Now, do they look like full humans?
I am gonna. There is some.
I would say it spreads the gamut from very alien to very human. Just like if you not to be but if you have a white parent and a black parent, you could be anywhere in between the color shades.
Mhm.
You know?
yeah, but
You're
like
not necessarily right in the middle.
but these are different species.
I know,
Like, are we
but
gonna
like,
get like
depending on the species.
But just like Killer Croc, sometimes he's drawn more alligator, crocodile like with more scales, and sometimes more fleshy. So I would imagine the same. There's a slider like a video game.
well, we're gonna learn.
Mhm.
It's like a fucking Skyrim created
Yeah.
character.
now I don't have a lot of the history, but what I do have is there is a
Paul
website.
says it sounds like X-Files meets Howard Stern. Welcome to the network.
Welcome, Paul. Welcome. So there is a website called hybridsrising.com.
Ooh.
And from what I've gathered, there's a thing called the Hybrid Project, the Hybrids and the New Race of Children by Hybrid Rising. So my guess is that the website is designed for individuals who consider themselves hybrids.
Oh boy, that's a great start. You're just letting anyone on the internet just claim something.
I'm sure you have to fill out a profile.
Yeah, I'm sure like they're just like,
Yeah.
all right.
It's probably a community. It's like anyone can have Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that we see how great that's working. Just like
just share with me.
Yeah,
you're like,
let's
join us. Are you
with
half
me.
alien? You're like,
Let's just go with it.
all right.
Let's
Let's pretend everyone on the site's legit.
humor me and pretend that all of the crazy people are pretty good.
Everything on the internet's real.
Yeah.
Everything on the internet's real. So the start of this goes into the explanation of what an alien human hybrid is. Extraterrestrials known as alien human hybrids are created through process and procedures that occur during after the abduction of and or visits with humans by ETs and advanced intelligences. The HR team, Hybrid Rising,
Oh, I hear that.
believes many, but not all, hybrid beings are a biological combination between humans and what we believe to be extraterrestrials and advanced intelligences. However, their creation is not limited to the combination of the two species of DNA. In other words, they most likely have more than two parents. And now, this website, I'm very aware, is a little hokey, but I had to include it.
Well, it's entertaining.
So they have something here.
I just want to, for the record, on
Yes.
that you're not even buying into this, and you believe everything. You're like,
I believe
there's a little bit of red flag.
I
here.
believe in what people believe in.
Okay,
Yes.
Period.
Jesus,
And that's on period.
that's dangerous.
Well, you know,
Thoughts are things. Okay, first argument of the day.
All right, here we go.
Thoughts are things. If you believe in something, you put your intention behind it, and that creates energy. Therefore, if you believe something,
That's
and
all
if you
fun.
believe in something, then it is a thing.
Okay,
Mhm.
but if you believe that,
But that's that theory of enough belief in something manifested to be real.
Thoughts
I
are
Slender Man.
things.
okay, or like there is a point where like this can do like this is where I love conspiracies and I love stuff like this, but then I feel like sometimes it's dangerous and it's scary
Oh, absolutely.
because like the dude who blew up a van in Nashville,
Mhm.
but like he thought legit 5G is gonna like take over people, and then he like trying to destroy the establishment.
Yes.
Like we're in a really rough time right now where life is super conspiracy and people are legit basing their life around it.
It could go either way, good or bad. I mean, but enough people believe it.
And the thing is there are certain things on this conspiracy level that I'm like, I can get behind on a certain level. Like I do trust science. I know that's going to get a little political. I'm not going to, but I mean, I do trust science, but I also did research on MK Ultra, and our government's not opposed to fucking with us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I also heard a great joke of Bill Burr where he said, like, okay, if they're gonna put something out to kill half the population, are they going to take the people who are willing to take it? Or are they going to kill They're going to kill all those people off and keep all the Fonzies sitting around that against yourself?
Yeah, really.
You know what I mean? So like, I would keep my sheep and kill the Fonzies.
Tend them.
Yeah.
Sheep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's what I would do. Like, I wouldn't be like, all right, we need to cut half the population.
Yeah.
Let's
New
keep the ones who
conspiracy.
don't believe us.
Let's kill
New
our
conspiracy.
supporters.
Tony is the big machine.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I've never done it before, but
Or you can go to the pharmacy, or not even a pharmacy, a Tractor Supply, and get legit sheep medicine.
Yeah, and take that because that won't be bad at all.
Seems legit.
Remember that when they were injecting Clorox or whatever that was?
No, it was suggested, and people.
There was people that did it. Not that many, but there's that one idiot. I'm doing it. Dead.
I'm doing it.
Well, it takes it when you put the Clorox on, it
Yeah.
kills it right away. So if we inject it,
It's solid.
And they're just
It's
like,
solid
don't
evidence.
do that.
The Clorox.
Please. And then
Eats
they're like, you
the
need to
bad
get out
stuff.
there and say it was
Yeah.
a joke right now.
It's a joke.
I was
But-
kidding, idiot.
Yeah. But
So anyway, yeah, this is where I have open-mindedness, but I also feel like stuff can be
at the point of more than two parents.
Wait, what?
That's
Oh, you're
That says
you're
there
bringing
is
it back.
more than-
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still all right.
The idea
Gotcha.
of more than two parents.
Oh,
So
now
then
here's the
that,
thing.
then
We can have more than two parents of different races of aliens.
yeah.
So that way,
Well, that's the whole idea of the DNA manipulation.
Oh, okay.
So say it's like we were talking about before, of like the extraction of like a female's egg,
Mhm.
and then you have like, let's say one race of alien male, another race of alien male take something, manipulate it, that little whatever
Mm.
goes into the egg.
Okay.
And then it's like beep beep.
So it's a hybrid on top of a hybrid. Three-way hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah. But you think the aliens would have to then be working in conjunction with each other
Oh, absolutely.
know, as like let's say the Norse and then like the Greys,
Mhm.
to mix their thing, then to mix with the human. Because if they didn't like each other, why would they do that? Unless
That's
they were
true.
trying to create something to see what they could create.
Can we just have
That's
fucking superheroes already? Can we figure that
Superpowers.
out?
It's
This is
close.
what it's called.
Yeah.
These are superheroes, Tony. Listen.
I'll have sex with an alien right now for superpowers. Like,
Who
Well,
wouldn't?
you never know. Maybe Heidi's a hybrid.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Jesus Christ.
Is Heidi a hybrid?
Can I go on a weird side tangent with Heidi real quick?
Oh no.
It-
Sure.
All right. So Heidi,
Oh, no.
Heidi
Poor
has this.
Heidi.
She's working night shift now, so she sleeps during the day. So she has adopted a face mask that she wears.
Mhm.
Right now, the face mask she owns is Linda Blair's eyes from The Exorcist.
Of course it is.
Right?
I love it.
She doesn't realize how fucking terrifying she looks when I forget she's home for like the one time I fell asleep on the couch.
Oh no.
And I was like, fuck, I gotta get up for work. So I run upstairs, I'm getting ready. I fucking fling open the basement bedroom door,
She just
thinking
sits up.
no one's in there, and fucking all I see is her. But her eyes are Linda Blair devil eyes. And I go, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you wearing that stupid mask? And she's like, what?
You gotta start
And she-
putting sunglasses over the eyes.
Oh, it's the fucking worst. Like we'll be laying in bed because she comes to bed then and she puts it on because she doesn't want to wake up in the morning when the sun hits her eyes.
Mhm.
So she like half asleep, rolls over, starts snoring in my face. I roll and I open my eyes to fucking The Exorcist.
It could only get better if it glowed in the dark.
Oh God, I
Oh
would
man.
Let's see if I can buy that for
There
her.
you go,
punch her
Heidi.
in my
That's a great
sleep.
idea.
Put LEDs in it.
Oh, we got plenty of comments.
Yeah, people are thank you guys so much
Ooh.
for
We got
blowing
Bill
up the
Goldberg
chat
there.
here.
We got who's right above it. Looks like it says Rillo. The word Jello.
I am Rick. Oh, I am Rick is back. He joined us on Banging Beers. It's he's pretty cool. But yeah.
Hi, Rick.
So let's get back into this. I'm sorry.
So-
I'm sorry.
Aisawi.
Yeah, Aisawi.
That's
But
okay.
I want to talk about Heidi scaring the fuck shit out of me
I love it.
with her extra. I'm gonna wear it for my promo picture.
Please do.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs and get them then.
That's very funny. So I'm gonna go into some personal accounts now.
Oh boy.
So these are submitted articles and stories from people.
Okay.
All right.
So this first
From the website.
No,
from-
this is a different website.
Okay.
I made sure this is
It's
from
not hybrid. What was it?
listverse.com. I don't know. I don't do proper like is this a valid source? I don't know.
Okay.
But this was
How
just
could
a
you
top
really
this
figure
was
it
a
out?
top 10 of like 1 to 10 like best alien human hybrid stories.
So this is like the if we're talking Bigfoot, this is the classic photo, right?
top 10.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Gotcha.
So the first one is called David Jacobs.
Guy. So here was my initial thought going into this.
Mhm.
Every user
Just the name.
every user account was going to be female. I was
Oh.
leaning very heavily to women here.
No,
hold
because I
on.
mean, you can take sperm and make a creature.
Okay.
Okay. So already
All right.
my theory's already kind of in the shits.
You don't even know what is going to come out of my mouth next.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Okay.
ready.
David Jacobs taught American history for over 30 years at Temple University.
Oh, local.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat.
Yeah.
Credible. Already.
Incredible. Yeah. He also recently made a claim that aliens had likely been abducting human beings for centuries in order to create alien human hybrids who not only walk among us right now, but are poised. Well, that was a Freudian
Oh,
slip.
Jesus.
Took the jab.
But are poised to take over the world. Jacobs is now
Can
the
they
director.
Speed it up a little bit. We need all the help we can get.
All right. Jacobs is now the director at the International Center for Abduction Research and has conducted interviews and studies of over 150 abductees. He has also released several well-written and well-received books to make his argument to the wider public, all of which have been published by respected publishers. He states that abductees, albeit under hypnosis, more often than not recall the exact same obscure details. They all speak of either human-like or insect-like aliens that appear to have the quote need to breed. why did that? We have the need to breed. Why did
Oh,
they
of course.
They
fucking say
got,
it like
their
that?
big black
Why did
eyes,
they fucking say it like that?
pencil mustaches.
Yeah,
They come in.
if you've already,
We got the need.
if
The
you've already,
need to
yeah.
breed.
if you conquered intergalactic space travel, then really, what else is
What
there?
else
Just
is there
have
to do?
sex.
It makes me feel good that even extraterrestrial beings are like, let's get that ass, boy.
Well, yeah. Just because you're from another planet doesn't mean you don't have basic needs.
I'm into this. I'm into aliens already. They're just like
Alright.
us. They think with the wrong head. They literally can travel through space and time. And they're like, we need to find a new galaxy to start screwing with.
Well,
I don't know about that.
That's-
But let's see. Let me
They're
continue.
savage,
here.
just like us.
Probably.
I love it. All right, cool.
Many female abductees frequently speak of being impregnated before having the fetus removed surgically, then being forced to nurse the infant. He also reports that at the time of the alleged abductions, the person is usually genuinely physically missing, with many loved ones reporting the person missing before they suddenly reappear again. Jacob said recently that his work will either be, quote, an interesting but non-essential footnote, or that it will prove to be the, quote, most important thing that has ever happened to humankind. He says that he suspects the aliens' actions are for their benefit and not for ours. That was the first one. So let's discuss that a little bit.
This is based on his theory or from user accounts he collected.
both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it would be their benefit because if it's not their benefit, why would they do it?
And when did he write this?
That I do not know.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because
Over the span of many years, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
All right.
As he interviewed the inductees, and they do say under
He
hypnosis.
said he said over 150 abductees that he has interviewed.
Wow.
And they put under
Is this, the,
hypnotherapy.
is this the dude who made that movie where they were abducting people and they were like seeing the owls and it was like a horror, it was like a horror movie?
that? Oh my god, that was so stupid.
Because I mean, it was based on actual stuff. where
It was,
He would
but it was-
hypnotize people and then not hypnotize, but put them under hypnosis.
Yeah,
And then they would
hypnotherapy.
tell. Like at first, he thought they were like possessed, but here they were telling.
It might be EMDR.
Yeah, but he ends up telling them like what we think are demons could be extraterrestrial that are not good. and they were like recanting these stories while under hypnosis. What the fuck's that horror movie? If someone knows a horror movie,
somebody in the chat knows it.
Bill, I'm sure you
knows
got it. But yeah,
I'm gonna spend way too much time thinking about it. So so the only thing that I personally disagree with him on is the idea of them doing it maliciously and only for their intent.
Okay.
Because this is what I'm thinking from a positive mindset. Maybe this is just me being the naive believer of everything. If there are good ETs out there and they see that we are at the point that we are and we're struggling with advancements developmental wise, wouldn't they kind of be like, hey, let's sprinkle a little bit of our DNA in with their future children to kind of bump up the productivity of their race a little bit? I think that would be a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Kind of be like, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
This is just also me projecting about like, I want to be part alien so bad.
Yeah. Listen, I want my world to be Marvel Comics as well.
Fuck you.
Well, no, because if we come down and we start getting cool abilities and shit, like sign me up.
Oh, I thought I was just like, yeah, I want my life to be fiction too, Corey. You know?
I mean, you read between the lines, but I was going with more of the coolness. I wasn't putting it down. I was joining in. But I can see your point too. But
that's just me already on the defense.
Yeah, she's like fucking. I'm one episode back, and I'm gonna fucking can't stand this fuck. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Andy?
Well, why would they? Like, yeah, they help out, but like, you know, you help me, I help you. Like, what would they gain from it? I mean, obviously, there's good people, so there would, in theory, be good aliens, and they want to come and like, hey, we can help them overcome, you know, like grow a limb back or something like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of these,
but like, what would they get out of it then?
Yeah,
You know?
that's my whole thing. Like, what would the alien in this scenario get
Yeah,
for other than our hybrid child? It says in there that sometimes the female will nurse it and raise it. So a lot of the times, like, it will be here.
it's like a lady
But a lot of
disappeared
the
for a
time-
year, and like, where did you go? And she goes, I can't talk about it.
Could be.
or they just don't remember, like that loss of time, or they sometimes the baby grows at a accelerate rate.
Mm.
So think of like a Resident Evil. or
She's like,
something,
I was up,
where
I
like
was up in an
it's a
alien
baby,
ship
and then in a few hours it's like an adult.
breastfeeding Cthulhu for fucking 8
It's like
months.
the Prometheus.
Yeah.
When like it's growing too fast inside her and she had to give herself this
Yeah,
awake C-section.
Fuck that.
That was a wild
Cut
scene.
my own head off.
but the thing is, like, if they have so much technology, why would they have the mother nurse? You think they would have something that
That's
would-
yeah.
take care of that?
Mm-hmm. You think about it, if like they didn't, and now this is just again how my brain is working, how everything is good all the time, where it's like if they didn't care about how the child felt or how the child's health to be nurtured, if they didn't care about that, then why let the mother nurse it?
Yeah,
Or like why let them have that initial biological bond?
Yeah.
unless they figure that somehow help.
If they were just harvesting it like cattle, I mean, like even humans, when they like breed cattle, like they rip the baby away from the mom right away
Yeah,
to get it separated so they can use it however they want to.
Yeah.
So it's like the idea of like letting it nurture and nurse on the human mom. That right there is just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. It's interesting. Now, I think a lot of this also goes into a lot of these topics we go into have deeper rabbit holes. So like this kind of leads into, I guess, the ancient aliens theory where like
Oh yeah.
we were created and evolved because of hybrid of alien like I don't want to say contamination, but alien were
It's
hybrid.
the idea of like the alien and the monkey created us.
Mhm.
Like we are our own like
Yeah,
missing link.
kind of something like that. Or if like during the Egyptian times when they were
when they came
down and helped build technology.
Mhm.
There's a whole theory I went down a fucking rabbit hole about. This could be a future episode, but like they're thinking now the Egyptian pyramids
Mhm.
are even older than they think.
maybe I could see
By
that.
hundreds of thousands of years,
Yeah.
like, or they're like, this was
So-
probably even predate even what we believed,
Wow,
which is interesting.
possibly.
And then they found like Egyptian artifacts inside of a cave in the Grand Canyon or some weird shit too,
Interesting.
where it's like, oh, how do all these technologies and ideas of this
Portals.
or someone's
I
able
love a good portal.
or someone's just able to travel quicker.
Yeah,
Because that was a
teleportation.
thing with the ancient aliens too, where it's like these people have the same drawings and the same statues
Yeah.
and the same carvings and the same technology.
Yeah, it's basically the same, but like slightly
but they're
different.
millions of
Yeah.
miles away from each
Yeah.
other. And there's no way
Well-
at that time they had no way of traveling
Well,
to get
like
to
they
each
said,
other.
how did they
Yeah.
get the rocks up on top? Oh, a series of logs. Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like no.
I'm the first one
Like-
to be like, yeah, humanity, we can do anything. But at the same time, there's also like that part of me that's like, okay, there's a
Yeah.
series
Yeah,
of
I'm a
logs.
fan of humanity until recently.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, man, we can't fucking get together on anything. That's why we need aliens. Like, we need a giant alien ship to show
That's
up,
why we need
and then
aliens.
everyone be like, our
Yeah.
bullshit doesn't matter.
Well, no,
Cool.
no. You would still have the people that are for and the people that are against.
Yeah.
You definitely,
No matter what.
definitely would.
But that's how it will always be
Mhm.
until
I just think
the end of time.
I think we just need to eliminate. Like, if the aliens come
Yes.
and they're just like, we're here, and people are like, fuck that, just boom, gone.
Yeah.
You're gone
No,
forever.
you can't do that.
Yeah, it just fucking divides too much. I can't. If a fucking creature from another dimension comes and they're like, we're here to help, we want to fucking give you our
It's like that
technology,
Simpsons episode where it's like,
Yeah.
they come in peace.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, kill it.
and then the first person's like, fuck that
Well,
thing,
it's just like
it's
any,
my freedom, and they're just like, just kill him.
any cryptid story. What's that? Shoot it! Like that's the first.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot it. So I mean, would they even be able to say we come?
They just need to
Yeah.
come
I
and
got
be
'em.
like, are
I
you
got
with
'em.
us? And they're like, and if you're like, no, like Thanos snap, you're gone.
and but then they go, haha, we're bad.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Haha,
You never know.
Gotcha.
Swerve.
Yeah.
haha, gotcha. So
Either
I was
way.
the fir- yeah,
Just fucking go ahead.
I was the first one. And we might not be able to make it through all of them because what time is it already?
We're good.
Okay.
First one back's gonna be a little rusty because we're
Yeah.
but we'll get a flow.
Okay. So this one, I'm going to just start reading it because I cut off the top part where it had the title of it. Alien abductee and UFO researcher James Bartley recently made available online an interview he had conducted with a few fellow abductee who had been sent to him by experimented researcher Barbara Bartholic. In the transcript, the abductee is referred to as, quote, PR to protect his identity. I can hear lady snoring.
Yeah.
It's very cute. PR told of his close-up experience with alien-human hybrids, who he had said are a creation of the reptilians. Their main goal was to harvest the life source of humans. Following the interview with PR, Bartley concluded that there were 3 types of alien hybrids on Earth. There are alien abductees who have had their genetic makeup altered by their abductors. There are the half-gray, half-human alien hybrids that are, according to Bartley, most present during abductions. And then there are hybrids that appear for the most part as normal human beings. It is the last type of hybrids that the reptilians have placed in positions of power around the world. Coincidentally or not, this last claim of hybrids is very much in line with author David Icke, who has made similar claims of the reptilian hybrid aliens over the last 2 decades.
So the reptilians are the ones that are embedded in world government and helping
That's what they always
That's
say.
the theory,
The
yeah.
reptilians
Theory.
are always like the
the bads.
well, sometimes bad, but there's also a good race of reptilians too.
Well, that's like humans.
Yeah.
And like when I go in on like my spiel about like ETs and like the different races and whatnot, not all humans are good, not all humans are bad.
Mhm.
So my whole thing is I try to be as PC with people as possible and be like, let's not start a race war with ETs that we know nothing about. You know, it's like you can't just be like, oh, reptilians are bad.
Fuck
It's like,
those
Yeah.
greens and
Yeah,
the grays.
But-
Big fan of those whites though.
Yes,
big
yeah.
brown with all whites though.
Yeah, but like, oh, they look like a monster, so therefore they are a monster. That's just like, oh, that guy is a big black guy, so he's gonna steal my wallet. That little white guy won't. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
that. It's the same
So
principle.
I'm always very, very pro like
Well, that was another theory too, that some of the hybrids are what they call the whites are like walking amongst us to the point where you can't even tell the difference.
Mhm.
But if you really like pay attention to them, you're like, oh, there's something off with him.
Well, that's what they say. Like a Facebook guy. What's a Zuckerberg?
Oh,
He-
we're on Facebook. Don't
Yeah.
think it's fucking shut till stream done.
Yeah.
Fucking get out of here.
I mean, we love Facebook and we love our reptilian overlord.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, Facebook is great. Don't kill us.
no, I say when someone's like slightly off, like yeah, they might have alien DNA in them because they don't act like a normal human. But you know, what's a normal human?
Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. I mean, and as soon as And it's very interesting the way things work too, because as soon as you start talking about the reptilians and like the higher echelon, like the government and whatnot, people are immediately like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like this weird thing where it's like, as soon as you say that, it's immediately written off. So it's like the things that people push to the side are like, oh, it's a stupid meme. I'm just kind of like, is it though?
I mean,
Yeah.
for the
I'm
longest
like,
time,
or
if you-
is it planned to be a meme so we don't take it into consideration?
it is one of those things too, where for a very, very long time, if you believe that Area 51 in Roswell and an alien crashing site was a thing, you were considered a kook.
Mhm.
Now, recent documentation says no, that legit happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does exist. And it's there.
and we have
Yeah.
recovered alien spacecrafts and possible bodies, and all that stuff is legit. And our government's like, yeah, transcendental meditation and hydroplaning or whatever they call it. I know it's not hydroplaning. No, the other.
Driving your car on water. Aliens and everything.
No, I use hydroplane as a joke. I don't remember what it's called. The fucking
Well,
Describe it.
where
describe it.
you fucking leave your brain and go.
Oh, astral projection.
yeah,
yes.
that's it.
Yeah.
That and a few other things that pretty much get like
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
they've been
remote
doing.
viewing.
Yeah,
and it's
telekinesis.
literally all came
telepathy.
out in documentation. Like, oh yeah, this is legit things that we've been working on for a long time, and they exist.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's all like a lot of that stuff is disclosed readily for like from government documents readily disclosed for your view.
Yeah.
And these are all things in the past that people are just like, oh, it's crazy conspiracy.
Yeah, that's
theorists.
nutty.
That's
well,
nutty.
here's the problem. It kind of falls into me with the whole medium thing sometimes too,
Mhm.
where I believe I can get behind that some people may have that ability,
Mhm.
and then I think there's so many people who try to pretend that it
Oh,
washes
absolutely.
out.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
washes out the good ones.
Oh, yeah.
You know
I
what I
believe
mean?
that. Yeah, I agree with you.
Like I've come across a bunch of like not a bunch, but a handful of mediums
Mhm.
recently, and they don't. There's no agenda there for me, at least. Like they're doing their thing. But then there's the ones that you see on TV. It's like your Nana's here.
Yeah. Sylvia Brown.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, she's here.
The Long
It's,
Island media.
it's
Yeah,
an
oh
A, a
God.
B, C,
Yeah.
D, E.
Wait, is it E?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's just like that'll be $8,000.
And then you also find out then too, like on some like the only one that my mom talks about this all the time, the only one that really hasn't been clocked yet for after all these years is John Edwards.
Well, okay, yeah.
And my mom like that's the one.
I thought he did.
Mm-mm.
The guy with the black hair.
Yeah,
I thought he did. get
crossing
clocked.
over.
crossing over.
Yeah.
I thought Penn and
Edwards.
Teller got him
I don't.
Possibly.
with a plant.
I don't know. I don't think so.
They got somebody. My favorite one is the one where they met the girl in the gas station, and she came to the house a bunch of times, and they showed a photo of like a girl, and she's like, "Oh, that girl was brutally raped and murdered and left in a ditch, and I'm trying to help you find her body." And they're like, "Oh my god!" And they just had like 4 or 5 sessions, and she's like, "This is me as a teenage girl.
Oh.
I'm the girl in this photo," and she's like, "Ba-dum-bum. See you next time."
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? She's like, "Whoops." I was getting across my wires.
I was getting my wires crossed. It was actually
Yeah.
that guy over there.
Yeah. I
Uh,
was getting weird vibes from the bathroom.
Yeah, it's the cycle of the moon and ley lines.
And then when
Landline,
one
yeah.
person does that, then the entire thing gets squashed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Let's get back into more hybrids.
Sure.
Sorry, I have ADD people for the first time watching, so I go on weird
That's totally
my brain
okay.
thinks like side tangents.
So what would you rather be, half reptilian or half gray?
Reptilian.
I've been in anything.
I don't know. It depends what the
What's the perks?
characteristics are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are the
like the
perks?
stats. Like in a video game.
what are the stats?
Like
Yeah.
what do one
Like,
have that
do you turn
don't?
into legit reptile?
Well, it's like, do you want to be more Khajiit or more Argonian?
Yeah.
I don't know what either one of those means.
Khajiit
The
has
Skyrim
wares.
reference.
Oh.
Khajiit has wares.
As
if
you have
coin.
coin. Yeah.
Oh, the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Argonians are lizard people.
The kitties.
I think I'd rather.
I'd rather be a cat person.
Really.
I would definitely rather be a cat.
If my choice were cat or lizard person, a cat person.
yeah,
I'd go
because
lizard.
people would be less afraid of me, and I'd be like, I got claws.
And you can get away.
Is
With,
that you purring?
Yeah.
and you can get away with being a
That's
complete.
fucking terrifying. Please be a lizard.
Yeah.
You can get away with being a complete piece of shit asshole person and get away with it.
You just knock shit
Well,
off the
yeah.
counter and you just go, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Just viciously attack a human, and they're just like, "Oh, that's what cats
Aw, she's so cute.
do." A dog bites, like, "Cut that fucking dog's head off!"
Just
Yeah.
put that thing down.
Yeah. And meanwhile, your cat has attacked 800 people that's walking your house. You're just sitting there, cat just like,
Including your like 6-month-old child.
yeah.
All those videos of like cats attacking babies, and they're like, oh,
It's just a cat.
Oh, it's been a time.
Yeah. Dog fucking runs for its ball, sidelines a kid. They're like, what a fuck? Get your fucking crate! So, can you tell I'm more pro dog than pro cat? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going lizard all day.
Yeah, go lizard all day.
I want a tail, I think.
I want to blink like this.
Yeah,
Side blinking.
sideways blink.
Side blinking. That's dope.
All right, so I got another one. Apparently, this is the one that was listed as number one.
Rish, I like cats. That's an understatement.
But she also likes dogs.
Yeah.
She also does like dogs. Yeah.
I think just Rish is just, she's Dr. Doolittle. Tony, your
Side
brain goes on
quest.
side quest. Yeah, it does.
That's very true.
Comment in the chat if you're team cat or team lizard.
Yeah. I want to
Rish Hair, you are a cat hybrid.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. While you guys are deliberating now, I'm going to read the other one. Well, I have two other, but
Tell us why you choose. Don't just say I'm lizard.
Yeah.
Tell us why you
Don't
would
just
rather
say
be.
lizard cat. Or put a lizard emoji and say why. Put a cat emoji.
I like it.
So this one is listed as the number one
Here we go.
thing. I mean, I also have one that I think is cooler.
So I just want to preference from my pick earlier. I said all these are going to be women accounts, but
Mhm.
they're guys who have been interviewing people, but they're the ones writing the book. I would like to see the statistics of interviewees.
Oh,
I
that's
think
a
it's
good
probably both, I would say.
And where do we land here on the scale of like you're taken against your will against an alien spaceship and given a baby you didn't ask for? Is that?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't like that.
I think it's a little bit better if you're the guy in that scenario because you're like,
Yeah, just taking my
Yeah.
semen.
go ahead, I don't know.
I
But
almost went the hard C where they're like, taking my cum,
well,
bro.
why not? But I mean, the girl has to go through the childbirth. You know,
Yeah.
the guy just
Yeah, that's the
Unless
whole
they
thing.
have-
shows up.
You're just like, oh, you're gonna put that hose
All
on me
right,
again?
see ya.
You gonna put that hose on me
Can you
again?
drop me off a little bit farther down to go to my buddy's house? All right, thanks.
Can you not put the
Thanks,
alien
please,
glitter
Zork.
on me this time? My wife's asking questions.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you.
I don't know. I wouldn't be offended. Hey, where's my alien child?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
take care of it.
Yeah.
You don't charge child support, right? All right, good. Then I'm give a
Could
shit.
you
On
imagine-
the age of 3, they're like light years smarter than you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Hey,
getting
bucko,
an
and they're like,
intergalactic bill for fucking child
"Child
support?
How do I even pay this? I don't have credits.
I don't have any of these
Yeah.
alien credits. It's all cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
It's all Dogecoin.
Yeah.
The Doge overlords.
All right. Sorry. I didn't want to get an alien
That's okay.
bad stuff.
So this one is called Eddie Page and the Secret Experiment.
Ooh.
After years of confusion that included being arrested as a defector during a tour of Vietnam when he went missing for 11 days, a broken first marriage, and discovering that he was adopted, Eddie Page finally discovered the truth about his existence. He was the product of a top secret government experiment to produce an alien hybrid. According to Page, his father is actually an alien from the Pleiades star system.
Pleiades.
Pleiades.
Where's that?
Pleiades.
Like the Pleiades star system. I can't really.
What do they look
remember.
like? I know you have.
The Pleiades, like it's literally like a bunch, like a cluster of stars and like its own star system.
Oh, you mean
Oh.
what do the aliens look like
Yeah,
from
yeah.
there? Well, I'll search.
Well, like a lot of them, like the New Age, like Pleiadians, like are meant to be like they like look more like Nordic, where they're like humans, but they're like very, very beautiful or very, very handsome human looking, with white skin and blonde hair. But I mean, like I believe they can be any.
They're Nazis.
Some people believe that.
Aryans.
Some people believe. Now here's all right. Going on a side
I
tangent.
like this. Here we are.
So speaking of the Nazis, so it's also documented that Adolf Hitler had been communicating or having like secret, like top secret government, like liaisons with ETs that were called the Nordics or the tall whites.
Yeah.
So basically like individuals that look like
The pure Aryan race.
right.
Yeah.
So that kind of then sparks
Is that
the
where he got it from?
that kind of then sparks the idea, because if it was pure narcissism and whatnot, why wouldn't they like the perfect race look like him? Or like why?
Yeah.
Like what made him so sure that it was the Aryan race? And if he did have contact with the Pleiadians or the Nordics or the tall whites or the ones that look like blonde hair, blue eye, that is the quote unquote perfect race to him, then that's kind of interesting to me.
I found the thing here. It is in ufology, Nordic aliens or humanoid extraterrestrials purported to come from the Pleiades who resemble Nordic Scandinavians. So this thing like your typical Viking. Professed contactees describe them as being 6 to 7 feet tall with long blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair skin.
I will say this. Aliens are coming down doing fucked up weird experiments and cutting people open and doing all this weird shit.
Yeah.
Nazi doctors were doing the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
But it like if these aliens came, like what girl would complain if Thor comes down, Chris Hemsworth, and starts messing with you and says, "I want some eggs." Like
You're not about Thor alien?
Stealing my eggs.
yeah.
As I'm strapped to a medical table,
But
not knowing where the fuck I am.
But he's nice
Viking
about it.
It's a Viking alien.
But it's Chris Hemsworth, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Any of the Chris's, Hemsworth,
Pine.
Pratt,
Yeah.
Pine,
We
whatever.
got fucking wrecking ball out of that family. You know what I mean?
Steal my eggs any day of the week.
I mean,
am I right?
If someone's gonna do anything medically to you and take things, you want
I don't know.
good looking at least. Right?
I've been on TikTok.
I don't want anyone near my body with any sort of
I
medical
mean,
instrument like
you
that.
know, Sandra Bullock. No, what's Sandra Bernhardt takes my blood? I'm not too happy. Alexa Bliss takes my blood. I'm pretty too bad.
Depends on how she takes it.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is a line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, if I've been on TikTok and they've been doing a lot of things where like it's a girl and she does like the fucking Viking face paint and the whole deal.
Oh, I do that shit all the time. It's so fun.
Isn't that culture appropriation for people if they're not really
What?
Vikings though?
What the hell does that to do with taking blood?
Anyway, Viking, when the girls have that look, I'm into
Yeah.
it. I think it's
It's
cool.
super
So if
cool.
like if an alien Viking girl came down, she's like, "Hey,
Yeah, that was okay.
gonna
Okay,
take
back. Yeah.
gonna take some
Your
stuff off you."
semen,
You're just like,
Most guys would probably be like, if they were even mildly attractive. all right.
they're like,
Yeah.
"Valhalla."
I mean, the typical guy is gonna be like,
Take me
okay.
to Odin, baby.
Even if they're a little ugly, like, well, I haven't had it in a while, so do what you want.
Fucking nasty.
Rainbow
It's
road.
true,
Guys are
though.
fucking
It's
savages.
true.
Fucking savages. Keep your dirty scalpels away from me, you alien scum. Anyway. So, okay, according to Page, his father is actually an alien from the Pleiades star system. He even claims that his official military documents state that he is, quote, not of human origin.
Ooh.
Page states that during 1953 to 1955, there were experiments carried out on U.S. citizens by aliens in exchange for providing alien technology to the U.S. government. He made the discoveries after he agreed to be hypnotically regressed. He recalled that the missing days he experienced in Vietnam were due to him being wounded on the mission he was on and consequently being taken by aliens and, quote, patched up before being returned to Earth 800 kilometers, 500 miles away from where he should have been. The rest of his unit died, and he has no doubt that he would have died also if it hadn't been for their intervention. Page further discovered that he was one of 32 clones who were a part of the experiment, a total of 21 female clones and 11, including Page, male clones. According to his research, only 8 of those clones are still alive, of which he is the only male. Despite Page producing alleged medical records that he states shows up that his blood group is unidentified, as well as the fact that he has an extra vertebrae and rib, the vast majority of the people are skeptical of his claim.
He
to
has
say the
one
least.
extra rib,
Yeah.
so he's like unbalanced.
Yeah.
He has an extra vertebrae and rib.
Or maybe like in the middle where it's kind of like, I don't know. No,
Your sternum.
I guess they're counting one, like both across.
I would say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because if you have an extra one, that's just kind of like this.
You just got to.
Well, that might have been a whoopsie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Give it an extra rib there, pal. Enjoy it.
Your mom was the human, and we have one extra
Yeah.
rib. Sorry,
That's how we made Eve. Took that rib.
Yeah.
took that rib. Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh,
Stop it. I'm sick of it already. Save
Uh-oh.
the
I'm
beer.
sick
Jesus.
of you.
An
Yeah,
extra rib. And they had extra vertebrae. Well,
So that was my question. If people who are claiming to be hybrids,
I like how he's a clone like Boba Fett. Like he had he's only 8 that survived. But
Yeah.
He's only dude.
what like if is there anything identifiable? Be like, yo, you have like a weird thing we have no idea, and your chromosomes or blood or something.
And it's weird when you clone. Like, how does it become the the
All I'm
opposite
saying, I have
sex.
given blood 6 times,
Mhm.
and I've never gotten a card back in the mail. Maybe I have alien blood. They don't. I don't know my
I
blood
don't think
type.
they-
Every time I go,
Oh.
they're supposed to always send you something like telling you your blood type,
Yeah.
or I have an STD. They're
It's
just
categorized.
Yeah.
It's in like a giant
Yeah.
warehouse of just filing cabinets. You have a whole file. on
Is it weird though? Like I give them blood that many times and I still don't know. Like Heidi always gets something in the mail like, oh, you're B, whatever. I was never told.
I mean,
You're a fucking alien.
I
Are
mean,
there
dude.
are
if
there
you
like,
want to,
do you
you're-
have herpes? We just don't know how to break it to you.
we just throw your blood away because it's
I
terrible.
don't know how to give you the bad news.
Yeah.
They're still writing the card out. They're like, oh my god, him
Dear
again.
Tony, oh, I can't do this. I'll do it later.
Here comes Hercules over here.
He's blood type F.
He's blood type. Throw that away.
He's one time drain him and tag him and get him the fuck out of here.
Pack him and bag him. Give this to the vampires we don't like.
Here, lizard people.
Yeah.
There's Tony's infected STD blood.
Oh God.
I don't have STDs that I know of.
I also don't have blood.
Yeah.
I'm a jelly person. I'm Gumby.
Dude, I'm just telling you, if superpowers come, just fucking give me one. Just one.
You get nails like Meg from.
Yeah,
You're
we're
like,
nails.
oh.
All right.
So, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna say that was this last one. We'll end on that one, and I'm gonna start going into the characteristics.
Ooh, I like it.
All right. So here's the stats of what happens if you're a hybrid.
Yeah, and it could be. It doesn't have to be like if you have all of these, you are. It could be one or the other. It could be
Okay.
a sprinkle of
Either
each of
or.
these things.
I'm gonna find out if I'm making a new profile on my half alien hybrid website.
What was it called? Hybrid theory?
That's
Yeah.
Linkin Park's album.
Oh.
That's a Linkin Park.
Oh, we'll burn it.
Well, it could be. It could be. All right. So number one, usually alien human hybrids do not have much hair on their heads.
Nope, not me.
Yeah, sparse, thin, and black. Black hair is what most of the alien human hybrids have got. The rest part of their bodies. Whoa. Okay, proofalien.com.
That's
Somebody
written a
should
little weird.
proofread your
All right,
article.
here we go.
Obviously, the aliens
The
didn't
rest-
teach you grammar.
So
Website
what they
already
mean
has
to say is
red
the
flag.
rest of your body is devoid of any hair usually.
Well, if you
Because-
think a grade doesn't have any hair, neither does a reptilian alien.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why
I'm
would you?
out. I think I'm more cat person. I've got a lot of hair going on.
The Bigfoot aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. To cover this up, many alien human hybrids have
Wear
to wear
hats.
wigs. They wear wigs. Their natural hair scarcely.
So they look like Roger from American Dad. I'm a human.
Somebody lots of pecan sand.
Where's my wig? I'm
They
going to
wear
the
wigs.
store.
But like, I mean, wigs
so fucking stupid.
wigs have come a long way, but you can tell when someone's wearing a wig.
I think Corey just talked herself out of her own topic.
No, I fully believe, but shut the fuck up.
That guy has a horrible toupee. Hybrid.
I'm not bald, I'm a hybrid.
I want someone to use that.
I'm half Nordic. I don't have male pattern baldness. I'm just half Nordic.
Roger, you're losing your hair. I found out I'm an alien.
Yeah. It's okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm going bald and I've never had pubes.
Oh God. Well, that's not that bad.
Love me right now.
It's not bad. I mean,
Holy
We're
fuck.
back, baby.
We're fucking back, bitch. Okay.
I like how there's a picture of a guy with a really wonky eye right
It's
there.
David Bowie from The Man That Fell from
Oh,
Earth.
I didn't see. I thought his eye was missing.
All right, well,
I
number
like
two,
a burn
speaking of
victim.
eyes, the eyes of an alien human hybrid are usually very compelling.
Hmm.
The deep vision that they Oh. The deep vision that they carry in their eyes lets them see through the inner soul of an individual.
I'm out. I'm over 2 because I have tiny, beady little eyes. Yeah.
There is an extraterrestrial calmness in their ways
Ooh.
and the way that they stare at things. Usually the eyeball of these hybrids are a little larger than normal humans.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I kind of got big eyes, but they're not terribly big.
Yeah.
I stare at people all
See, I thought they were gonna say.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
that
that's-
just means you're a fucking creep.
It might just mean you're a weirdo.
Did you
Yeah.
ever stare
I
at someone?
stare a lot of people.
Did you ever stare at somebody and just get in your own like brain and you're just like, oh,
When you disassociate for a second,
Yeah.
they're just like,
and they're just like, what? They're like, You're like, oh, I'm sorry.
I've never done that.
I've done it. Do it all the time. Dude, now that I have to wear a mask at work, like I do the whole like white guy smile to people. And then
no one can.
now
see
it's just
it.
me and my dead eyes going, like, it's horrible.
All right, number 3. Oh gosh. Okay. There are cases where the cranium of alien human hybrids is slightly larger than normal humans.
Okay, a big old head. So they got big old head, big eyes, and they're bald.
And
So
they-
far. Just
All right.
want to just
This is being seen. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be very okay. This is being basically calling big-headed people.
yeah,
You got a fat head.
it's very targeted.
I know a couple people with big heads and
They're
Bald.
fucking hybrids.
yeah, hybrids. They got a
They're
big old
hybrids.
bulbous head.
Oh my gosh.
Got that alien head.
While there are many ancient tribes that try to elongate their cranium by tying ropes, there are many people who are born with a large size cranium. So there's that.
I mean,
That's when babies get stuck and they get that weird.
I mean, that's true. They did.
They
yeah.
absolutely do. Yeah. All right. For number 4, the body temperature of an alien human hybrid is usually a little lower than normal
Ooh.
human body
So
temperature.
they're always cold.
As aliens are believed
So,
to be cold blooded.
Any female in anything below 75.
So if you're a female, are you more prone to go bald as well, or is it just for the male hybrids?
So what is your normal? Like if you're not sick, what is your normal? Like if you take your temperature, what's your normal?
Well,
mean, I
it's
think-
like
I thought
94,
everyone's
right?
90.
Like right around
I
94.
thought it was 98.
Or is it 98? Well,
What are you normally?
I haven't taken my temperature.
Do you
yeah,
know what you are?
I don't know offhand, but it's somewhere probably right
I
around
was
there.
sick like a couple weeks ago. So I was like, when I was really sick and I came down, I'm probably like 96.
Okay.
94?
Yeah, I think that's right around the average.
Oh, maybe
So,
you-
so these people are maybe
Damn it.
sitting at
No,
like,
I mean, I'm 91.2. I
Yeah.
just want to be an alien
Yeah.
so bad.
so these people are probably like maybe at 80 or 70 something.
Maybe.
98 is probably a fever.
Because if your blood,
Yeah, once I hit 98.
let's say your blood was like 70 degrees.
You're dead.
Hmm.
Well, no, I mean, if you could live like that, like, how a lizard is cold blooded, so therefore they live. I mean,
Yeah.
they're very much alive. So if your blood was at 70, you would be colder in any scenario than a person whose blood is at 90.
I'm gonna be going to work and just looking at people different now.
You got a big head there, Ron?
Fucking
You
hybrid.
got a big head.
Yeah. So you got a big old head there.
Look at those eyes.
Got a little ball.
Some-
The guy's like,
some
fuck you.
buggy eyes.
Look at you. You're bald with those big
Yeah.
eyes. Calm as shit, staring at me with those sexy ass eyes.
So far, these aliens are not attractive.
Not
I mean,
at all.
I don't think these are the Nordic
No
DNA.
one's fucking a hybrid.
They didn't get no Nordic in them.
All right.
You would
so-
think they would be like, let's spice these fuckers up a little bit. Give them some hair.
Yeah, I'll take some. I'll take some of that
Nuh-uh.
Nordic DNA.
Nah. He's gonna be a ball bit.
Yeah.
If you really want your genes to take over the world eventually someday, let's not give them to the fucking ugly people who it's their job to spread. Like,
They've
Yeah.
advanced beyond.
I see what you're saying, but like for them, if you're an alien, maybe being really big headed is
Maybe
attractive.
that's maybe
yeah,
that's hot.
they
Yeah,
really want you to work on your personality.
Well, no, it's like no. I don't think you give a shit if you're an alien. It's like that Twilight Zone where the girl wants to look
The
good
pink
looking,
nose.
and then they're all like, ah.
And she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, she's ugly.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I want to go back and like watch all them side.
They're so good. All right.
I
So
have
number
them.
5. Number 5. Many of the alien human hybrids are usually snub-nosed individuals. The alien genetics implications are to be blamed for this, as aliens are mostly described as being snub-nosed or having no
Or-
nose.
yeah, I
so
was gonna
that's
say no
like
nose,
an
yeah.
upturned nose.
I got one. I
You
got one.
baby.
Have you ever seen when it's really extreme? It's terrible. I feel bad for people. It's like
Yeah, I look like Sid from Toy Story. With my here we go.
yes,
Oh, hold on.
at the beach.
Rich
Ooh,
says,
people-
what do you think about people that are hybrids maybe having physical disabilities? I have fucking joint disorder.
There you go.
I'm coming back.
I absolutely agree with
That-
that.
And I'm ugly.
Physical or mental
Yeah, that could be a
disorders.
thing. But you think that the whole process of making hybrid would be to get rid of disabilities?
Bill said all this ball talk he feels personally attacked.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh no, Bill.
Yeah, well, he might be a hybrid, Bill. Sorry.
Imposing beauty standards on these bald freaks.
Well,
You guys are killing it, by the way. Honestly,
I love you, Paul.
more times we get comments in any video, and if you like and share and hit all those fun buttons, that really gives us more engagement for more people to see this. And the best way people can see it is word of mouth, because we ain't paying fucking an algorithm to make us pop up in people's news feeds. So yeah, thank you guys so much for commenting and having some fun with us, and make me actually feel really dope, because this is the most active viewers we've had on the network for a long time. So you guys are killing it. Thank you for tuning in. And if you did share or like, thank you so much.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. There's only 2 people who gave us hearts, by the way. Wendy and Rish, you're the best. So let's
thanks, Mom.
don't let them be the only ones.
Give us anything you want there, because it
Give us a high
it
five.
helps. Yeah, you want to give us the crying face? Go ahead. Anyway, continue.
All right, I have 2 more. Most alien human hybrids will have hypersensitivity to electromagnetic or electric fields. The moment they are in the proximity of such fields, they would start feeling uncomfortable, and their thought processes would tend to get disrupted.
Which is a little strange, because you think of all the technology that's aboard the ships, there would probably be a high EMF.
Or
Their technology doesn't have.
They advance past it. So our very primitive
maybe
technology is like,
instead of magnetic, it's a
your shirt
gamma.
just keeps staring me into the soul, and it's terrifying.
It's Captain Howdy Doody, Mom.
Yeah.
That's weird. But then like the EMF, though, I say about ghosts, when they manifest, they create the high magnetic field. So that's interesting. I would like people to use, what they know of science to like say, what if an alien and a ghost interacted, from like all the data that they have.
Oh my goodness.
Think about it.
All right.
Think about it. Like of like the scientific data of ghosts, and like the EMF and taking from, and then everything you know from aliens, and what would happen if they met.
All right,
So,
Tony,
like,
we're gonna role play really quick. We're gonna do an improv session. Do you want to be the ghost, or do you want to be the alien?
Yes,
I'll be the alien, you be the ghost.
Okay, ready?
All right. I'm walking in to abduct this person. Oh fuck, it's a ghost!
No, you don't know it's a ghost. You don't
I'm
know.
just walking down these stairs for 5 years.
Could you imagine it?
I'm just walking and sitting in my same chair that I did for 80 years.
I was going down a haunt. You don't have intelligence.
Okay, I'll be an intelligent.
Steve,
haunt.
hear me out. I went down. I was gonna impregnate that chick,
And she was fucking dead.
and there was a fucking invisible version of a human just fucking scaring the shit out of
Eating a
people.
sandwich in the
Yeah, he's like, he was from World War II. Like, I don't even know what happened.
I don't even know what World War II is.
No, they did their research, but they just some reason don't know what a ghost is. It's a fucking spooky ghost in that house.
Would they? Would they know? Is there alien? Do aliens have ghosts in their walls?
Oh shit!
We need to find a different chick to fucking steal an egg from. They got spooky ghosts in their house.
I'm scared to go in. I wouldn't even be scared, because you don't even know.
We'll get her when she goes to work. We'll abduct her.
We'll burn the house down.
We were gonna get you months ago, but you know you have ghosts in your house. You better call the Warrens.
Oh my fucking god!
What if ghosts are a natural repellent?
Months ago.
What if-
Of aliens.
Of aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to summon demons to your house to keep the aliens away.
Well, no, because demons are different.
They are.
That's different than a ghost.
I think they're in the same family.
No.
A demon is just an evil version of a it's like
no,
poltergeist
fairly.
than fucking demon. Like
Yeah,
you're,
it's 2 totally different things. That's like saying a skeleton and a frogman are the same thing. No. There's a skeleton in a frogman, but no.
I think frogman and human are
A vampire and a werewolf aren't the same.
2 different. Yeah, but I feel like a ghost is a dead human, and then a evil
Yes.
version of a ghost is a poltergeist,
Yes.
and then
Demons were never humans.
It's true.
or are aliens humans? Like when someone's
No.
fucking Nana dies and they go up and like, she's gonna be an angel watching me. Like, no, that's not how it works.
Angel. But
Yeah.
there's some angels that were
Well, I
never
mean,
humans.
I have a theory that ETs, a lot of them, not all of them, but I think a lot of them could potentially be like our cousins that have advanced already, like light years ahead of us.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're-
I can see that. Yeah.
and they're coming back and they're just like, guys, we really want you to get up to our level. Like,
Yeah.
we just help you out. And we're
But,
just
like,
like, let's kill him.
So like Stalin goes to hell and they're like, promoted. You're just fucking straight the demon. Welcome to the team. No?
No.
I know. I feel like it's a promotion. I feel like it's like you get dipped in like the lava of hell and then you're just come out and you're reborn as a spooky demon.
So then does a real
demon.
good person become an angel?
That's what we're trying to say. Maybe if you're fucking awesome and you go up and pass all your tests, and God's like, "You earned your wings, Stacy. Go get them."
Go get them.
I don't know. I don't think
I don't know
that's
the
how.
answer to
I
that.
think you could have. That's how you think it works, but that's not how
I
it
don't
works in
know.
my mind.
I have no idea. I still don't know if you die, you go to heaven right away, or do we rest until Jesus comes back? I'm still confused on that.
There's a lot of people resting that ain't.
Yeah.
There's a back catalog of people on their way.
Yeah, all the dead people eventually could be like, oh.
That's a
all in
awful
one shot.
large rush of
I
people.
truly believe that, like, let's say, like, if like y'all didn't know I had a gun in my pocket and I pulled out and I shot you, and then, like, you were just like, I feel like there's like this period of time where your soul has to figure out what the fuck happened, and then once you figure it out, you're like, oh, I'm dead. And then there's that, oh my God, I'm dead.
Yeah,
and then it's like, I guess I gotta go to
Tori
heaven.
shot me in episode 30.
Tori shot me in episode 30.
I got
Clickbait?
resurrected in 35.
Not clickbait, story time.
Yeah.
All right, the
Bang.
last character. Let's do the last characteristic,
All right.
and then we can have our closing.
If we have an artist, let's make a spooky
Hello?
ghost, a spooky ghost scaring an alien for a t-shirt.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love
Where
that.
he's creeping in on a sleeping human,
And like,
spooky ghost, alien panicking. Truth behind illusion.
I love that.
T-shirt idea.
Okay, number 10. Alien human hybrids are usually chronic patients of sinusitis, which is a medical condition where the sinuses of the nose, gets inflamed and causes a lot of headaches or even flowing nose. If you have someone in your life and your surroundings who has a running nose year round, you
Oh,
better
boy.
check out his other characteristics.
I-
That's literally what it
All right.
does.
So here's
I often have to blow my nose and stuff.
new
but-
t-shirt idea.
a big nose.
Bald guy, pig nose, running,
Yeah.
boogers out the nose,
Oh God.
big huge eyes, but
Uh-huh.
really sexy,
Really sexy.
and then just hairless from the whole body, just completely not even eyebrow. He has no eyebrows,
Oh my.
nothing. Just a hairless man, bald man
Mhm.
with a pig nose with boogers just
really sexy.
pouring
eyes.
out.
Wouldn't the aliens be able to like overcome sinus problems out? Like we have
Not in our atmosphere.
have-
Yeah, that's how
hyper
all
light
the
speed
world's ended.
travel, but we don't understand allergies.
I love that.
They made Mucinex down
Like-
there. We gotta go out.
Yo, they have
A-
fucking allergies.
Yeah,
down
Allegra
there.
blows their minds, you know.
Aliens are on their planet like banging heroin, but it's Mucinex. They're just like this is the greatest fucking day of my life.
My nose is still running though.
They don't even have noses.
My lack of a nose, my two little holes, my vestigial holes.
my two South Park holes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are our closing thoughts about alien human hybrids, my dude?
I think it's pretty safe to say I'd have to see it to believe it.
Well, you might have seen it because
Yeah, every
Never
fucking
know. They're
weird
already
person.
among us.
There's every weird person I look at now. I'm like, you're a fucking goddamn alien.
That's what I say all the time.
I always thought it was like people that like can't adjust the temperature right, where their skin's always red and they look like
Oh, like they're like,
So they got-
falling-
they look
coming
like
out
that-
of
they
their
got
skin.
rosacea.
yeah, well, no, that like it's like
You
it's
freak.
it's a normal temperature, but they look like they're like real hot, or they're like they just look out
Oh,
of place
they
all the
look-
time.
There's a dude at my job who I'm convinced is not human.
Ooh.
I don't want to say too much more in case they ever tune in one time, but I'm just like, he's fucking. I call him Spock because I'm like this. Like when he speaks to you,
That is not
It's-
logical.
yeah, that's exactly. He's like, that is not logic. And then you're like, you say hi to him, and he's just like,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, fucking. Oh, what the like?
Oh, he really leans into it.
Yeah, but he's like also like when he talks to you, he talks like a fucking android.
Some people are like that. Some people are just very robotic, and I don't know if that's.
I was like, there's
a
zero
sign of-
chance this guy's a
of-
human.
Yeah.
There are some people like there are some like there used to be my mom used to watch like Fox News all the time, and there used to be this episode this show called what is it, Bulls and Bears or whatnot. I don't remember.
Sounds like a gay bar.
It does hilarious. But
On Fox News.
on Fox News,
Very
look it
progressive
up,
of them.
Look it up. Every person on that goddamn show is a fucking alien in a skin suit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every one of them is just weird.
They're just like, I was out the other day.
Well, you think about it, like
It's bizarre.
I don't have a tissue.
I often
It's
had,
bizarre. There's this one guy who talks like this. He has a really big nose. It's like, and I'm like, oh, they're just
He talks
weird
like the
cartoon.
he
Yeah.
talks like about he talks like the cockroach man from Men in Black. Well, I want to tell
Yeah.
you,
Like this.
Yeah.
don't do that.
You know, we've all had teachers like that though. Like I've had
Yeah,
teachers
we
that are,
have.
how do you exist in the real world?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
there was a guy named Mr. Fry. He's probably dead now, but he was like real tall and skinny, and then he always had like real white hair. Like he's real pale, and he had like white hair. So there you go, like a Nordic. But he just seemed like this guy does not understand or
We
exist
have
in
a
real
friend.
life. He didn't know Back to the Future.
We have
which
a
was huge in
friend
the
who
90s.
it has to be a half alien human hybrid, a mutual friend.
Oh, okay.
Like sometimes I'm like, the world's gonna be tough for you. Like, please don't ever leave your house because it's gonna be really hard.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
yeah, there are just some people that look like they go home and like zip up in like a sack
Yeah.
and just wait for the next day.
All right.
Yes, I like to do things.
Bill with the heart. Thank you so much, Bill, for
Thanks,
the
Bill.
like.
Mhm, thanks,
Paul,
everyone,
why
for
have you not
talking.
hearted?
No. Yeah, Paul, you son of a bitch.
You
whoever you
son
are.
of a bee.
That's because
Wow,
Paul.
3 people on YouTube, 2
Paul-
on Facebook, 3 on Facebook. You guys are killing it. Man.
I look
That's
like
awesome.
the Terminator in the graphic there.
I got the white ones, so we're gonna be like the ebony and ivory of the.
There we
big
go.
fibers.
I'm gonna buy a real pair. I think
They're like how much? Like 80
$100. Yeah,
100.
just 100. I think there's cheaper ones for 60.
I just paid
I'll do
$100
it
for a
for
pair
Mark,
of
baby.
jogging pants.
So everyone has their vices.
Heidi's not happy about
Hey,
it.
if you
I
work, you make money, you pay your bills, you buy where the fuck you want.
Do
I will-
whatever the
I
fuck
will
you
put
want.
dolls on my mantle, and I don't give a shit.
It's like I always tell Paul, I say, we're not married. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Now, Heidi and you, on the other hand, can't speak for that.
no mind.
I mean, fuck, we've been together forever. She knows the deal. I have a spending
You
problem.
know.
Yeah, t-shirts.
800 t-shirts later.
Oh my God.
It's gotten worse.
Oh no. I
I
thought you were
ordered-
cleaning out.
No, I did. I got rid of some to get add
Get
more.
rid of more.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I got rid of something to get more.
I just ordered 3 more yesterday.
Yeah, he orders a lot of t-shirts.
What does that say?
It says, well, it's hard
I
to read
gave it a
glasses.
like. He's on YouTube, so I guess the YouTube likes don't show up here. It only
Oh,
shows the
oh, oh.
Facebook ones. Facebook really acts. So he did.
Okay.
We trust you.
I'll let you go.
I do look like a Terminator. I also look
Actually,
blind.
Paul, if you're watching, give it a thumbs down because I have someone who comes on every single video and thumbs downs all my videos.
And then a tag Pit Viper. I got knockoffs.
So we want to counteract the person who thinks they're hindering us by giving us thumbs downs. So we're just telling everyone who watching on
Thumb
YouTube,
it down.
thumb down it, like
Mhm.
get all time. So we take away that person's power, and then we think it's funny.
Yeah.
Engagement's engagement.
Yeah. I don't think people understand. That.
Yeah,
Yeah, like all the people like, let's give Captain Marvel a terrible review. Okay, now you just got all these news sources to report about this, and in turn, spread the word of the movie
Yeah.
that you don't want to be spread.
I want to be the most disliked podcast on YouTube. Like, yo, they make a video and literally get 15,000 dislikes
Yeah.
and 0 likes. Like if that's our stick, I'm going
That'd be
for it.
I love
crazy.
it.
Yeah. If we can get every single one of our fans to jump on board and give us all dumb thumbs down, and then they have to switch it up and give us thumbs ups, and then we just reverse it on them. And
Yeah.
we just
It was
fuck with
who,
that.
Who gave us thumbs up?
Yeah.
How dare you?
So I like the idea of a hybrid. I don't know if I necessarily believe it, but it has. If you believe in aliens, then why not?
Yeah.
Because
I-
and I do say there has to be in the expansive hugeness of the galaxy, there has to be other living beings somewhere.
Absolutely.
So far, what I've learned of alien hybrids, I'll pass. I'll wait till it's FDA approved.
See, I would doubt that. All
Oh
of
my God!
Yeah, oh
you
God.
want to wait for the
Yeah.
FDA?
I don't want to be bald and runny nosy.
yeah, well,
Runny nosy.
but here's so people have different characteristics. Why wouldn't different races of aliens have different characteristics? So therefore, if you were a hybrid of one race but not the other, you wouldn't have the runny
That's-
nose problem or the big
yeah.
head.
The only pro to being this hybrid
But
is
what if you had?
you have sexy eyes,
Yeah,
but you
well-
just have a staring
But
problem.
what if you had insect DNA in you? And like then you would probably have something different.
Insecty eyes.
Yeah, I mean insect.
What if you
alien
were a
insect
part
DNA.
mantis being and you had those little like
Yeah.
eyes?
Yeah.
I
Beep,
love
beep.
mantises.
What if you're Drax and you think you're invisible?
You literally just.
Ah, you're darn
I knew a teacher in middle school that literally used to stand like this.
Yeah, she was half mantis.
It was
He
Zorak.
was.
Oh boy, come on, Space Ghost.
Oh, he's like yeah.
Yeah.
He's Brack or he's Mr. Burns from
No,
fucking
no,
Simpsons.
Braggy's one talk like this. He's cat guy. Zorak is
Zorak.
Zorak.
Yeah,
the one who
Zorak.
talks like- and then when he takes it out, he has a beautiful man voice. Oh, lo, lo, lo. What's
That's the
that
robot
singing?
guy.
No, and Zach, he has an alien that's living in his chest, and when it gets taken out of his throat, when it gets taken out, he doesn't talk like this anymore. He has like a black soulful singer's voice.
Well, who's the guy in the robot suit?
I forget his name.
He's-
Volt.
That's the guy in the control room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a gas mask.
That was a weird space ghost
Yeah.
side
That
tale.
was.
so
Trash show. that always false? I guess he's saying
I kind of like
Trash
I
show.
Yeah.
Wait, original Space Ghost, the serious cartoon, or Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
I like Space Ghost Coast.
Coast to coast.
I watched both of them. And
It's on
I like
HBO
both.
Max. I binge watched it.
Hey.
So in closing, Tori, we answered. How do you feel about Alien?
Are we doing the what does Andy say? Let's bring it back. The
Bullshit or not?
oh yeah. Let's
Yeah.
bring that back. Bullshit or not?
I'll say bullshit, but I'm open-minded to believe it could be possible.
Okay.
I don't want to ever discredit someone and saying I don't like if you have some serious trauma or you have been affected by a possible abductee, I don't want to be that person who makes you feel more uncomfortable and be like,
Yeah.
don't believe you fucking kook. Like I'm like, all right, cool. Like if that's legit what you went through and you feel that, I feel for you. I hope you can overcome it just like anything else in life.
Yeah.
We have enough crazy shit in the world, and now you're being taken by extraterrestrials and getting weird tentacles inside you and babies, and then you're breastfeeding fucking Cthulhu. I don't want any of that for you.
He's an elder god, all right? And
Yeah.
He's an
All right.
interdimensional being.
I just don't want that for anybody, and I hope maybe they can medicate you to make it all just go away, you know. But yeah, so I when I say I think it's bullshit, I can see how it is, but I also don't want to think. I'm not putting it in a category where I disprove everyone who believes in extraterrestrial life. Or
Right.
you know what I
I
mean?
understand.
It would take a while for me to I'll take you at your word, but it's just like, all right, what the likelihood of that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Low, but
Yeah.
that's
There
what
are some abducting stories I've heard where it's like, oh, that's tough to disprove. Like
Yeah.
there's a
But-
handful that they did on Kryptonite where I'm like,
But a
That's hard to
abduction
say.
story and being a hybrid is two different things. Because you could be
Yeah.
abducted without being hybrid.
I mean, if they're
Oh, true.
abducting you, so here's where I can get
but they're
behind
not
the
necessarily creating another being.
Not necessarily.
They might just be scanning you or
Mhm.
whatever, and then putting.
They
it
got to
back.
be doing something to you. There's
Yeah,
no
but,
other
I mean, they're
reason
not-
why they would take you.
Yeah, but maybe they're just taking data rather than taking, semen or egg.
Take that dude's cum, bro.
Yeah,
Gross. Hate it when you say that.
Yeah.
word.
I think even the lowest of low aliens don't talk like the dude bros.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope there's a race that does.
Oh, I hope there's like a fucking mullet, a mullet pit
Mullet
viper,
race.
a mullet
Well,
pit
that
viper
would be
fanny
different.
pack.
That would be different than a dude bro.
Yeah.
That'd be like 90s.
All right. So
monster
like
truck driver.
tank top,
This is hard to, like,
jacked
do.
alien. He's like, yeah,
Jersey
bro.
Shore, yeah.
No, I like the other one.
I ain't gonna hurt you, my guy. I'm just here to take your cum, bro.
I might be secretly gay, but I'm not going to talk about it.
All right, Andy. Bullshit or not?
Okay, well, because of my belief that there is aliens somewhere, then you would have to believe that there has to be a hybrid. So I have to say no. Just because if you say bullshit totally, then that would rule out belief of any aliens at all. I would think so. I would say possibly it probably had to happen at some point. You know?
While Tori's going over her, tell us why she believes it. You say in the chat, do you buy into alien hybrids or not? And if you're watching this later, scream it while you're listening to us in your car or comment below.
Yeah.
Another thing too.
And do I look blind or like the Terminator?
The real question we need to be asking.
You look blind. Yeah, from here you
Do
definitely
me a
look blind.
favor.
Hat.
Look out here though. Like look off. Like look at the refrigerator until
Yeah, if
I
I
finish
did
the episode.
the
Just
whole
look
show
at
like this. Do you have a stick? I could just like.
But yeah, so
Oh,
another thing too is if
The
you
moment.
are subscribed to this, right, and you're watching right now, obviously live and watching the video,
It's so bright.
please, if you use Spotify for your music, search Truth Behind Illusion and give us a follow. If you're an Apple user, follow us on Apple. Give us a review because those
Yeah, you can-
reviews and the comment reviews help us get in the
Yeah,
higher categories.
But you don't have to leave a comment. So if you just want to click the stars and
Yeah.
and be done, or you
We-
can say, "Hey, I enjoyed the show," or you might have a long one. It's up to you.
There is a cool thing that happened while we were away because we dropped 2 shows because it was hard for me to do night shift and try to do all the shows.
Yeah.
But Tornado Tag now has 3 times broken into the top 250 of the United States for wrestling podcasts.
So cool.
We
Tony.
even hit 81 on Apple.
That's
and that-
so incredible.
And that's literally just because people are supporting, you know?
That's so awesome.
So,
Congratulations.
If we can do that as a network and help other shows and help these shows, it really, really helps if I know you're a video watcher, but subscribe to that audio source and help us out. Like I had an opportunity to meet a really popular podcaster in Chris Van Fleet. And he even said, I wish the people who watched like my John Cena interview went to my audio because the audio gives me more opportunities to make money and revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not my end goal to make money in this. Sure. If I can do this as a career, that'd be
But
great.
it's a dream. It's something that we want to work towards. And
Absolutely.
that's totally okay.
I just want to make enough money to break even on equipment, and I'm still not even done buying the stuff I want to buy. So
I mean, I'm gonna aim a little higher for you, but
Yeah.
like you can do realistic, and then just like our dynamic, you could be the skeptic of it, and I'll aim high because I believe in motherfucking everything.
yeah. So definitely do that if it's even your first time watching. Subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get to that 1K. We're halfway there. We're like 415 or 414. Check us out on Instagram, which grew actually while we weren't recording. It went from like 26 people on Instagram to like 520.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's great.
And we weren't even putting episodes out.
Yeah,
And people were going back and watching the old ones and stuff.
cool.
Twitter,
Shit.
we're trying to grow the Twitter. And the cool thing is everybody on the show now will be helping with the social media of all three. So you'll get to see posts from all of us.
Mhm.
And then check out the other shows. Like I said, I'll get more into that in the plugs later, but I just wanted to get people's attention while they are watching live, that it is
Yeah.
important to subscribe to the audio. But while Tori is once again doing her rundown, let us know in the chat what you feel of alien hybrids.
And if I was gonna say, if you ever have a topic or a story and you don't want to like,
we
put
just
it on
got
blast,
we got
send
a
a message.
we got a suggestion for a topic in the chat right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
sometimes people don't want to talk about things in the open.
Yeah, we have an
You could-
email.
you could-
So
yeah, email. Yeah.
if you
Get
check
back.
the link tree will show you all of our links to where you got to be. But if you go to the very bottom, there's hyperlinks of like our Patreon or Spotify, like the little logos, and there's an email button. You can send us an email at truthbehindillusionpod@gmail.
I think so.
I don't know, but the email link is there if you want to send us
and
an
we
email.
won't make fun of you or something. Like, let's
No,
say-
if you
let's
have
say
a-
someone
God,
said,
no.
they believe that their house is haunted.
Yeah.
To them it's real. You could tell us. And
Yeah, absolutely.
no-
That's why I said
Check
that's why I
into it.
want to say
We're not
when I
gonna be
say
like,
I
"Oh,
don't
you're an
buy into
asshole."
something,
Yeah.
I don't want to disprove people. If you have a
Yeah.
legit experience, I want to hear about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely want to hear any firsthand experiences.
Yeah, and I'm not
on anything,
Yeah.
otherworldly, supernatural, paranormal, conspiracy.
Absolutely. And I don't want to completely burn the Kryptonite podcast because I'm a really big fan of what they do, but they do episodes right now and then where it's listener stories
Mhm.
and people
Oh,
email them
interesting.
stories. So if you want to use that email or our DM boxes
Yeah.
on any social
And
media,
we don't have to say you can give a fake name.
Yeah.
With no name.
we'll call you Penny Sue, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Penny Sue.
And if you have a haunted house and you live locally and you want us to do a podcast
Please.
in your house, all of our
Please.
equipment
We'd
is
love to
travelable.
come.
Yeah, we
Yes.
will.
Please.
And
Or if you have, like, let's say there's a large creature in your name of the woods, somewhere, and
Oh, I'm
we
down.
can go. And
I don't want
see.
to fuck with Wendigos.
I'm
I'm
down.
all-
Let me
I just-
talk
I
to
just
a
wanna see something.
Wendigo.
I want to see something. Like I said to jail, if I get stabbed, all the better.
I will run, so you will be
It
the
will
one.
I will be famous.
Um,
The guy that got stabbed in the Jim Thorpe
Yeah.
prison.
So, and that's the last announcement I'm going to do before you get in your thing. We are going back to Jim Thorpe in October. So we're going back to the old time jail. What we're thinking is we're just going to do a normal episode, but our backdrop will be the prison.
Mhm.
And we have a few other locations locally that we'd like to do podcast in. I reached out to one, but we're not allowed in. And it's supposed to be a haunted location in Pottsville that is about to be torn down, but it's supposed to be super haunted.
Yes.
It's a sports bar. Used to be a sports bar, Maroons. And
It's
Yeah.
getting torn down.
yeah.
For structural, unintegrity.
So I try to reach out to people and be like, hey, before it gets torn down, can we go in and do one podcast? And they're like,
Yeah.
no, we can't let it.
Well,
in
that's
video."
probably a legal thing with insurance. and
That's
everything.
stupid.
We won't tell
Even if you
anybody.
slip and fall.
We
and
won't
get
tell
hurt.
anybody. We'll just podcast.
Yeah, we'll
live.
just fucking videotape it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few locations that we'd like to, and if you have any locations in the area that you think would be fun, we're still have contacts with the. I actually got the podcast inside the mansion.
Really?
Yeah, I did an interview with the Schuylkill Gibbs, all the
Oh
local
yeah,
business.
yeah.
So I got to do something in the Ingling Mansion, but I would like to do something later on at night where it's spooky
Spooky.
Mhm.
and record in the prison. I'm in the mansion, and also I want to do something after hours late in the theater one night. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, that.
And the theater.
In the theater.
Yeah.
I think just a spooky, dark theater backdrop while we do it
So cool.
would be fun.
I would love that.
So yeah, all right, Tori, tell us why and how you believe in alien hybrids.
All right.
There's a theme here. Tori buys into everything. So
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. I mean, there are a lot of things that I'm skeptical on.
Yeah.
But I mean, especially when it comes to ETs and aliens, I am the alien of the podcast. The alien of the podcast.
Mhm.
So I just always encourage people to have an open mind as time goes on and as more disclosure happens, because disclosure is happening, not just on disclosed CIA, FBI documents and whatnot. There have been recently a lot on major news outlets where military come on to discuss whether it's fake or real disclosure. There have now been mainstream recent things that have come out about ETs, and I think within that, I think the idea of the ET hybrid story gives us a little bit of an idea of what we could be working with, who could be working with us, and I truly believe that there are hybrids. I truly believe that there are hybrids already walking among us. Like the whole idea where people are just like they're already here.
We taught yous how to look for them. So bald guys, pig noses, runny as fuck.
Oh yeah,
just looking for tissues all the time. Like, all right, you fucking hybrid, stop.
Get it.
Stop using up all of our tissues.
Right.
They're like, this is too bright, the electricity.
Are you guys feeling something weird?
Like that old commercial, the atmosphere. Rich said something about Eastern State, I think.
Yeah, we were supposed to do Eastern State as a field trip just to go hang out, but unfortunately, that's when all the riots were happening. So we thought it wasn't a good idea to go to Philly that weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, just keep an open mind. And the worst that you can do for believing in something is be proven wrong.
Yeah.
And then you have learned the truth.
Yeah.
Here's where I think
believe in everything until you're proven wrong.
Where I think we're falling short of our people in our country is like facts will come out and they'll be like, they're already so stubborn and committed to what they believe. They're like,
that it's
fake.
fake,
bro. Bro, that's Photoshop. Clearly, they're like, no, someone died. They're like, no, they didn't fucking die. Are you kidding me? It's a fucking conspiracy. And they just go deeper and deeper. Like at some point,
next time.
At some point, you have to. And this is just like the world we live in right now. At some point, you have to be like, all right, there's got to be a little bit here. It's not great. I know. I'm sorry.
So
yeah. I enjoyed it when I had it, but I can definitely see how the pomegranate. The lemon lime's a lot better. I should have gave you the lemon lime. But anyway,
it's probably garbage too.
It tastes like a Gatorade, but yeah,
sure it does.
We'll crack it. Anyway, Tori, what are we looking forward to in 2 weeks? Because it's going to be a bi-weekly show. So next week will be Not Cool in High School on Tuesdays at 7:00, and then we'll be back every other week. So it's going to rotate Not Cool Truth, Not Cool Truth, and then.
Well, here's the thing. I do, because we do have a couple people here, so I do have some ideas.
Like a poll.
I was gonna say if there's anything. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so in the chat right now we have 7 people watching. So would you like something more alien, ghost, cryptid, or a conspiracy theory?
There you go. What range the gamut? So cryptid. We'll say you're
that one I posted in the chat about that guy who got abducted. It's definitely one you should definitely look into because it's a fucking crazy story. Crazy. Really cool. Like he got abducted and people like witnessed it.
Yeah.
They're like, they watched it and they're like, they were being accused for his murder for almost a week. And then he just showed up.
Yeah.
And they're like, what happened? He goes, I got abducted. And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like then the cops are like, they went through all these lie detectors and the cops are like, dude, they're fucking telling the truth. So it was just like 5 people who watched it all happen, and then this dude just kind of like reappeared, and none of these people got anything for it. Like actually, their lives turned to complete hell. Like their families disowned them. They got no fucking publicity, no money for anything.
That's why a lot of the people say, well, why would they make this story up? Because what would they gain from it?
Yeah, anything. It's going to actually make their lives worse. Because people are they're gonna fuck with them because of it, because they're coming out.
The alien guy.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like why I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one. But it's a whole story. And then there's another one I listened to about a guy from like Italy or something where they like
Franzetta.
He got abducted like 15 times.
I often get him mixed up with there's Franzetta and Zanfretta.
Yeah.
One is an artist that does like heavy metal art, and one is the alien abducting guy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get them mixed up because Zanfretta and Franzetta. So I don't know which one's which.
Let's take it back and read some comments.
We got one for cryptid. Right?
Oh, of course, Paul wants to.
Let's go back to Tom real quick. Are the hybrids an experiment thing? Are they an attempt to accomplish something like making an alien race? So that essentially what we found out in the beginning is they're trying to make them more popular to help fix our world or take over our world in a positive way.
Yeah, that's what I truly believe. I mean, there are theories out there, and I mean, I could also be wrong. It's a very valid thing that I could be wrong too, and there could be a more sinister thing with it. But what I truly believe and what I feel is right is the fact that they're just kind of like our cousins and our neighbors that are just trying to help us advance into the next.
It is
chapter of our
very, very
life.
strange that our uptick of alien encounters, if you look at like the history of alien showing, like where our aliens have shown up in our history of the world,
Mhm.
where people have been, because obviously there's ancient versions of this, but like recent times where it's been documented and talked about has been around the Cold War and before, so like World War II and up. So
Mhm.
right when our country, our
Maybe in
civilization
the 50s.
found out the technology of nuclear warfare is when
They
they're
said
like,
that a lot.
they came down. They're like, yo, fuck,
no,
fuckos.
no.
You guys have
Don't
created
you know
something.
what you're doing?
Exactly. Because there has been stories where alien spaceship will show up at military bases
Yeah.
and completely disable every nuke there.
Mhm.
Yep.
And they're like, all of our shit's broken. And then the thing just left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is very strange that we created this weapon of mass destruction. These extraterrestrials started making appearances. It was told,
And they're
don't
like,
talk about
nope.
it. And then we make a world agreement to never use them again.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some correlation in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I absolutely believe that.
Yeah.
Very
So
well
Paul
we
says
go.
cryptids. I'm
Yeah.
a fan of cryptids.
So we have one vote for cryptid.
Rish says, I love me some ghosts, but also into the super, into missing 411 stuff.
My mom needs to come on for Missing 411 if we do that.
What's missing 411?
Missing 411 is a Dave Colitis mom in the chat, where it's a guy that literally there are just around the world and
Just people
like in our country. Yeah, it's the idea of people will be walking in the woods or they'll be doing something, turn around and their person is completely gone. And it's just like these things where like local investigators and like the police are just kind of like, oh, well, we don't know
Okay,
what
so-
happened. And there's like things, there's no animal, like there's no evidence of why they've gone.
Yeah,
There's no
It's
like
just like they teleported away.
there's no remains. There's maybe a pair of shoes left behind. Like 10 years later, they'll go back and find like the clothing, but it's like spotless.
Yeah.
And like there's no animal remains like ripped
So
up. and
I went down a
everything.
really weird TikTok when it came to missing people. And
Mhm.
one of the TikToks talked about where most of the people that are considered missing, and you look at like a pinpoint map of like red, orange, yellow, where it happens the most. And then you also put a map of our cave systems and national parks.
Yep.
It's all in the same location.
Yeah.
Like people go, like the one story was like this Boy Scout troop, and it was like all Boy Scouts of like 18, 19. Like they've been in the woods their entire life. Like that's their entire training is to be there. And this entire troop just disappears overnight with no trace.
Yeah.
It's like, how do these seasoned explorers and these seasoned people go into the woods that they go into all the time and just disappear?
Yeah.
So people thinking like cave system theories where something's taking them into a cave,
It could
or that's
be.
where like the Wendigo theory comes in, where
Mhm.
a Wendigo appears as if it's like a hurt human, and then like,
Mhm.
come help me, and then
Yeah.
boom, it just fucks everybody up. Turns into like
Yeah.
fucking Game of Thrones
Yeah.
style shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Very weird.
that's a cool one. I like the missing one. Where are we at here? I am says ghost as well. When
No,
people go
that's
missing in the
actual
woods.
ghost saying they are a ghost.
Yeah, I am
I am
ghost.
ghost.
Yeah.
See, they're ghosts and they didn't really know computers. That's what it's kind of
Yeah.
So Rich, remember that
yeah.
time you got a ghost on tape? So we're down to play that on the podcast. Alien movies are my favorite. Destiny in the Fire in the Sky still creeps me out to this day. Yes, Tori Creepy. Jen, hey Jen.
Hi, Jen.
And then
Oh, that. They found their clothes nearby, folding in the woods. Often happens at National Forest. Yeah.
that's okay. Sorry, glad you're back. I'm sorry I tuned in. It's okay.
Yeah.
We just finished up our topic. We're kind of just polling the live people that are hanging out with us tonight on what you want to hear next. Ghost, cryptids, conspiracy. Missing was just thrown in there.
Yeah.
And I also want to maybe every now and then throw in like weird murders where it
Cool,
may
yeah.
or may not be
I mean, not cool,
supernatural
but-
related or
Yeah.
conspiracy related.
Mhm.
Okay.
A
Like-
lot of murders do come from like occult backgrounds. So.
Yeah. So I don't want
Or
to.
they hear, or like they hear.
Yeah,
with-
like I don't want to turn to a true crime where we're talking that all the time. But if there's a like the reason I put that up is that documentary on Netflix or Hulu where it was like this Bigfoot killed.
Okay.
A bunch
yeah,
of
yeah,
people.
yeah, that's
Okay.
interesting.
So
yeah.
like if we find cool stories like that. So like I said, if you have fun stories, you want to send us a message on the DMs on our social media or send us emails. Everyone here has access to all that stuff.
Mhm.
What are some things you have in the back burner? Maybe
that
put
you
them out
want
there.
to do.
That I want to do.
I know-
Missing 411 would definitely be one that I would want to do. Just well, my heart always lies in the conspiracy theory aspects.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I don't know, because originally I wanted the first episode to be a mysterious celebrity deaths, and that would cover like military or like
Even
ex-government,
yeah.
Marilyn Monroe. But I didn't want to start off the first episode super heavy, and also because my first reason behind this was Trevor Moore. He was on The Whitest Kids You Know. He's one of the he recently died. He overdosed.
I was not
and
aware.
he recently
was
died.
He the main one?
Yeah, he was like the really tall guy.
Skinny
with,
guy,
like,
yeah.
The,
That show is fantastic.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
did you know?
incredible. And so like there's a lot of like things behind it because towards the end, like he had his own Comedy Central show, and he also like worked for Disney and stuff. And then like there's like people were going back and seeing some recent tweets that he was like kind of spouting off conspiracy theories, and then boom, he died. And I'm always very like, it's a conspiracy that really lies in my heart because I have a lot of like interest in it and a lot of like research, but at the same time, these are still human beings with families that are going through very, very real things. So I'm always very, very sensitive to talk about that subject.
Yeah, I always do. Like the Marilyn Monroe thing, I think is fine. I'm sure there's still people in her family who like see shit pop up, but I mean, it's been like,
it's not like this
30,
person
40,
just died yesterday. Let's
Yeah.
talk about all the reasons that might not be true of their death.
Yeah.
I don't want to do stuff like that. So that's something that I'd have to like maybe look at like older conspiracies, but at the same time, then it's like,
yeah,
the older it gets, the less valid.
When
it
a true
could be.
crime podcast jumps on something super fresh, it's like, give it some time.
Yeah, it's a little, that's like I had said in the thing. I was like, it might be a little too heavy to start with our first one.
Another weird rabbit hole I went down for a while.
Mhm.
I went on that. I don't remember his name now. I don't want to try to remember his name because I don't want to glorify him as a human, but it's a guy who killed his wife and 2 daughters.
Oh,
It was like they made a Netflix documentary and stuff.
Watts.
Mhm. Did you see the footage of the cops going in and searching the house?
Oh my God. I just got full body chills just
Have you seen
thinking
it?
about
No,
that.
I
don't know
anything
my
about
So
God.
they literally, as they're walking in the house, now this is body cam footage.
Oh my God.
You see a shadow of a little kid run across the second
Oh
floor.
wow.
And then like kind of come down the first couple steps and like sit like hold on,
On
the
a
banister.
fucking police
Wow.
body cam. And
And
then
the dog. So they were going and they were like sniffing it out, and like they had like the dog, and they were going into this closet, and the dog started like freaking out.
and you heard a kid laugh.
You heard the kid laugh, and you heard it sounded like the mother's voice say like the nickname for one of their other daughters. Like,
yeah. So
it just full
yeah,
body.
I got chills thinking about it.
Oh
So-
my God.
I like
and the laugh was so audibly loud that the people in the room stopped for a second.
There were 2 cops, and the cops was like, nope.
No, they're like, did you just hear someone laugh?
Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
little
yeah,
girl
you're
laugh.
right, you're
And they're
right.
like, yeah. And then they kind of, they're not thinking paranormal. They're
Yeah.
thinking,
Someone's in here.
holy fuck, maybe we found like they're being hidden somewhere in the
Yeah,
house. Like
yeah.
a fucking crazy, creepy wall. You know what I mean? And they're like, let's just come back to that. But they acknowledge it on the body
Oh,
cam.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
And then they go in another room and you hear like almost like an EVP come through the body cam and he
Mhm.
goes, what are you doing? This is my house.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's a woman's voice, and the family
oh
and
my
friends
God.
are like, that's her voice.
Oh wow.
So then there's this whole theory that these literally the souls are of the daughter and this mom are
2
trapped in
daughters.
this house,
Yeah.
2 daughters. and
like
mom.
haunting it
Yeah.
essentially, or their energy is still there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Full body chills.
yeah,
Holy
it's
shit.
fucking interesting. If it's not gonna be a full topic on the show, but like
Woo.
if you want to see something cool, like
Maybe
that's my
I'll
recommendation.
post. Maybe I'll post it. To
That's
the
my
pages.
recommendation. And that's the thing too. We have a community page.
Whew.
So we have the Truth Behind Illusion
Yes,
community
That one
page on
really
Facebook.
fucked me up.
If you find creepy, cool things like a TikTok video or something on YouTube where it's creepy, or you find an article, share them in the community.
Even
Yeah.
even if it's fake, but it's interesting, and say, hey, this is fake, but it's really cool. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
or
yeah.
like I posted one is like they found a new photo of big Loch Ness monster. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like anything like that. If you find it, post it. Like we have a beer
Anything,
one.
yeah.
And we keep it to beer only. We have a wrestling one. Keep it to like we're giving you a fly your fucking supernatural freak flag and,
Yeah.
and find some fun stuff and post it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That
The
community page.
That's the community pages where you go to post all the stuff that you're afraid to talk to at family dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Talk to
no
us.
one's gonna ridicule
Talk
you
to us
that.
about it, because I'll probably believe you.
Here we go. My sister had someone in the basement of their old house, and a guy asked about a little girl, and my sister was like, "She's not home," so the guy got freaked out.
Oh, scary.
Dude, we'll do a podcast in that basement. Why does Andy have glasses on? He's rocking the Pit
These
Vipers.
are Pit Vipers. See, boom.
Yeah.
and they wear them.
Serial killer stuff. Yeah, I mean,
And a
we'll dive into
blind.
here and there.
Yeah.
So we have another one for conspiracy theories. Tom Hinkle said demons.
Demons.
Now you're
Tom
talking.
Hinkle.
Now you're talking. Look at that face. Yeah, I'm into anything. I actually had a whole topic idea before we got off the air for a while. I wanted to do one on like exorcisms, but I wanted to do
Yeah.
one that was exorcisms that led to the person dying,
Mhm.
and if it's spiritual or did they just fucking torture a mentally handicapped person and
Yeah.
starve them and make them dehydrate to the point where they die
Yeah.
because they're not given medical advice because they're demons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because that's
'Cause
kind
they-
of
They don't have advice from medical professionals. They have advice from
spiritual
Vatican.
Vatican.
Yeah.
Where like they go and do like thing like, no, this girl had fucking schizophrenia and was struggling.
No, we got to get the demon out.
And you literally dehydrated her for 2.5 weeks and had her strapped to a bed where she eventually went to a full-blown panic attack and died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also another.
And they're like
one.
super sad and no one ever gets charged for any of that because
they're doing it by the church.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a whole episode I wanted to dive into. So that's a cool one too. We'll bring that up.
Yeah.
Tori, we'll start with Andy.
Mhm.
Andy, your plugs. What do you want to plug?
oh, okay. Well, I will
Plug that podcast.
I was gonna plug the other one.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I was listening to a random supernatural podcast, and one was Paranormal Punchers. Right, and they were listening, and they said Yingling beer, and then they said the
Oh.
Susquehanna, and then he said Hershey, and I was like, that's 3 local things. And I found out from a little research they are from Hershey,
Ooh.
so they're called
Oh.
Paranormal Punchers. It's 4 people. I think it's 3 guys and
Ooh.
girl, and they do different stuff, kind of like what we do, but I think they more on just ghosts and monsters. I might do dabble in aliens, but just look up their podcast. It's pretty good. I recommend it. They also have they made a comic book of them like going on a
Oh,
ghost hunt.
that's
Yeah,
so fun.
I was gonna buy it, but I haven't bought it yet.
So here's our challenge for the
So
people
Paranormal
listening
Punchers, it's
right
on
now.
anywhere to
Paranormal
find a
Punchers.
podcast.
Head over to Paranormal Punchers on Instagram, which is Paranormal Punchers, and they're a lighthearted podcast discussing the paranormal, and you can go on there and see their post, comment on their recent posts, and everyone comment and say you should collab with Truth Behind Illusion. Drop our name on their things, give them a follow and support
I was
them.
gonna say, follow them and like them.
Yeah,
and check
follow-
out their podcast.
Yeah, check out their
too.
Yeah.
podcast, support them. Even Kryptonite. If you go and listen to Kryptonite and you like it, go to one of the social media and say,
Yeah.
we came here because we heard about it from Truth Behind Illusion.
Yeah.
That's a great way too for our fan base to go to their fan base and say, hey, we're here to support you because they told us to.
Yeah.
And then it could be another way for us to grow.
It's an awesome.
And it's a
to
cool way
grow.
for us to collaborate with other
Synergy.
podcasts. Yeah.
Yes.
Network.
We're all about putting out positive
Yes.
energy and supporting other people.
Absolutely.
And I would recommend the Kryptonite podcast.
Oh, I love the Kryptonite
Yeah, it's very
podcast.
good.
I'm actually going to put Paranormal Punchers on my Spotify as we speak.
It's good. They don't do every week. They might do every other week, kind of like what we're doing, or maybe every 3 weeks. But it's very good.
And
And
they
one guy's really
mostly
into
focus on
comic books.
cryptids and
Ghosts.
aliens.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think they
okay.
ever did ghosts.
Oh, you mean Kryptonite?
Yeah, Kryptonite podcast.
Oh, I thought you meant Paranormal Punchers.
Yeah, they
Sorry,
do
sorry,
mostly like interdimensional,
Yeah, and
like,
monsters,
alien
yeah.
and monsters, and
Yeah.
they do a fantastic
Ooh,
job.
Dimensions is another one that I would really like to do because that's one
sorry. Yes, please.
that I'm gonna like Charlie Day, Pepe Sylvia. Like, who is Pepe Sylvia? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have like this whole wall. It's not gonna be our banner. It's gonna be like all of like the white, like my whiteboard and
Yeah.
chalkboard and shit for Dimensions.
Yeah.
Do you want to end with a plug, or you want me to end?
You can end. Paul and I, my boyfriend Paul, just started flipping furniture.
Yes, I was
for-
going to ask you about that.
By the way,
I
Yeah.
forgot about it.
greatest mustache in the game.
Doesn't he have a great mustache?
Fucking love it, guys, killing the game.
I love him. Yeah,
I wish
we're
I can grow a
flipping-
mustache. I have the anti-Hitler.
The anti-Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're flipping furnitures. You can follow us at 2 Bears, I Bears.
I did follow it because
Two Bears, One Cave.
Thank you.
It's a podcast.
I have a
Stop it. Is
I
it
have
really?
a house
Yeah.
now, so I'm looking for more furniture and more eclectic. The
Oh.
better.
Oh,
And
fun.
Two Bears is actually a very, very, very popular podcast. So if someone just types in 2 Bears and doesn't type in One
Well,
Cave,
it's furniture and crafts.
yeah. But I'm saying if they type in
Sure.
2 Bears, you might get some traffic.
Oh, interesting.
Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer's podcast is 2 Bears, One Cave.
And you-
Oh my God! I just watched.
And if you
I just,
type
oh
in
my God.
two bears
2 Bears.
on videos, you will get something different. So
Get some hairy. You'll get some non-hybrid men
A non-hybrid man.
just fucking wrestling, getting it in.
But
Super
yeah, our
flexible.
style and what we try to do is we take a bunch of antique furniture
Mhm.
and furniture that's more on the old, and we try to we build it up and we try to keep it to a more polished antique style
Okay.
with like a little pepper of like mid-century,
If
but
I
we
give
have a
you-
distinct style.
Like
If
a
I give you a
restoring.
project,
Yeah.
if I give you a project, can you try to figure out how to do it and then also make it? So I want either a
Yeah.
coffee table or a table,
Mhm.
right? But I want, have you ever seen people online? They take old Ouija boards and they actually somehow either screen printed or fashion it into the table, and then it look like it's part of the table.
Yes.
And then the table itself is like, it looks like it blends right in perfectly with the wood grain, and it's a Ouija board,
Oh.
and then little planchette coasters.
Oh, that's fun.
And then I also want to fuck with Heidi and put
Zach's
the planchettes
girlfriend.
on like
Yeah.
goodbye.
Oh my god.
Zach's girlfriend Nikki does art on Etsy with planchets.
Yes, she makes
I
planchettes.
forget the
So I already
name
have the
or plug
coasters
her.
down because
Yeah.
she kills it with that.
I forget
Heidi
what-
buys all her
Nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We plugged it on Not Cool. I just
Yeah.
forget. But yes, that's a cool thing. Anything else?
Yeah.
Bud?
No, I do logos sometimes.
Where have you been? Tell the fans, where have you been?
I am now working at CNC Bakery in Friedensburg. I'm a full-time baker.
People thought you hated us.
The
and you
pies
left
are
us.
delicious.
No, they didn't.
Every time someone leaves, it's all because it's because we've had people
Oh,
leave because
right.
it was bad. So
No, I had to take a step back because I went through a couple months period where I was just like losing people left and right. And I mean, like,
and we
I-
were doing it at the same time. I had like you messaged me, and I wasn't trying to do like a tit for tat thing, but you're like, I literally just lost 3 family members. I'm like, dude, crazy you said that, because literally 3 people I'm very close to just died too.
Yeah,
was
and then
fucking crazy.
a couple months or a couple weeks ago, I also again lost somebody,
Mhm.
a very close friend of mine, to suicide. So it's been a very, very long couple months, and I needed to take a step back because I really just needed. I stopped my readings, because every time I would start to do a reading, it would just, the emotion would just come back, and
Mhm.
spirituality and
You
whatever.
had to clear yourself.
I completely stepped away from spirituality for a little bit. Not meaning I didn't still have it, but I mean like working with it and throwing myself into it. I had to give myself time to mourn and grieve, because a lot of the times with those people that have passed, I was very much the one to step up as caretaker, and I'll fix it. Like, let me help, blah, 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 blah. So I wasn't really taking care of me. I wasn't allowing myself to have time. So that's what my time, I had to step back and kind of went just kind of silent for a long time. I like, even not even just like online, just mainly like I just kind of was a bad friend for a little bit. And I just stopped talking to people for a very long time, because the idea of trying to even sustain conversation with other people was just too much.
Yeah, everyone handles things differently.
Yeah.
I lean more into people when some people step away, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you back.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. It's finally time for me to come back with my spooky boys and
There
be
you go.
back and to do this. So I'm
And I hope
Very
I hope
happy to
your
be
first
back.
episode wasn't too crazy. I know
I loved
I know I
it.
said coom.
I loved
said
it.
coom like 5 times.
Coom.
The original 3.
The original 3.
Original.
And if you go to CNC Candy, what is a candy and craft store? What is this?
It's
thing?
CNC Candy and Bakery. It's the Friedensburg Country Restaurant and Store.
Okay.
And then there's CNC Candies in the bakery and
And
that.
The shoe fly pie.
Oh,
The wet bottom shoe fly pie.
wet bottom. That
It's
sounds gross.
phenomenal. It's just like molasses and fucking whatever you make crust out of, and crumb stuff. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, apple pie. I got the apple berry mixture. That was very good.
Oh yeah, we just put them out.
The very berry was very good. Which
Next
is
show,
what,
bring an
raspberries
apple
and
pie.
blueberries.
An apple or
Yeah.
peach pie. Whatever's apple peach, bring it to the next show.
Or just
I
you
will.
just bring a half a pie because they are expensive. They are a
Are
little pricey, but they are
We'll
very
pay
good.
for it.
That's okay.
But here's
I got the.
But I tell you, you go buy a pie from Weiss for $5, you get a $5 pie.
That's
You
true.
buy one of these pies for $12, it's great.
It's
A+.
they're
So they have
fantastic.
my recommendation, and when the restaurant's open, it's very good. And the
Oh, I love
the
the
serving of fries is as big as your head.
It is.
Oh wow.
It is. I love that, and that's my hometown, Friedensburg. So anybody that I just kind of let everybody know to stalk me
it's
now.
very country. So
It's beautifully
Yeah, it is.
country. It's so hometown country, and it's all the baked goods, all of like the
banana blueberry bread. I almost bought one, but I'm
ooh,
like, I'm
they're
buying
so
too much
good.
right now.
They're so good, dude.
I'm gonna
they're
get
so
one. How's the
fucking
peanut
good.
butter pie? This is gonna be
The peanut butter
pastry
pie. Okay, so we have 2 things. We have the peanut butter pie,
Uh-huh.
and then we have something called the peanut butter sensation.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
That's
boy.
your that you normally only get that with you and your dog on a Friday night.
Fuck off.
what I want the peanut butter sensation. I almost bought the peanut
I'll-
butter pie, but like 3.
I'll bring a 6-inch
Okay.
next
3.
time.
I'll bring a 6-inch.
he starts eating that Peter sensation. This table's gonna
I
tilt.
pull out this record single. Here's my 6-inch. No, it's very good. So if you go there, the pie,
There you go.
A plus.
Very good.
If I say the pie is good, the pie is good.
I was gonna say.
Andy doesn't even need to fucking be abducted. He's giving samples to the aliens now.
They can have them from all day long. All
Like-
day long.
Fucking Andy eats a Peter Pan sensation. He just hands the cup up to them,
Yeah.
and they just suck up the cup. And then
Like
we
a
have,
vacuum.
then we have bald, hairless Andy headers with runny noses running around.
Yeah, why I do always have a runny nose. Hey, I always said, if you see me naked, I won't be embarrassed.
I would be. I'd be. I would be highly embarrassed.
It'd be
Nobody
hilarious
wants-
if we ended the note on that. Just,
Um,
no outro. It's just like I wouldn't be embarrassed.
we should have. IWEP Network. Thank you guys so much for hanging out this much. Please support the other shows if you can. If you're into them, if you're not, I understand. If wrestling's not your thing, I get it. But yeah, we have the rest of the shows on the network. We added some other cool shows like Higher Than the Words and Stoned and Nerdy. Tim
Yes.
Mangle's new shows. So if
Love
you are into the church, but you don't go to church anymore, hang out with Tim on a Sunday on his page, and he talks all things spiritual, and that's fun. You can check out Welcome Back. Also, two Christian boys talking, just a buddy podcast where they just talk.
Christian boys.
Yeah, I mean, they're the complete polar opposite of. It's funny because everyone's like, "What do you have more Christian base?" I'm like, "Fuck it, here you go. Here's some Christian
Yeah,
base."
why not?
Yeah, I'm not closed-minded to having anybody on the show.
Yeah.
And then-
Variety is good.
And then we just added another wrestling podcast. The We Like Wrestling podcast just joined the network. So
Oh,
we're up
that's
to
awesome.
we're up to a bunch of
Mhm.
shows here on the network.
yeah,
If you are a
IWEP.
podcast and you want to join, essentially all it does is you rep our brand and we plug you, and
Mhm.
we both work together to build the IWEP network.
That's awesome.
T-shirts,
That's a win-win.
t-shirts, fanny packs, hoodies, blankets, pillows, hats. We just got baseball hats.
I can't wait for. I'm getting a hat.
Yeah. And we have a lot of fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you all for tuning in the
Yes.
entire time. We love you so much.
Love you guys.
And like I said, word of mouth helps us grow. If you want this podcast to hit the top 250 at Apple, it's all on you. It's on you guys.
that would be so fun.
Tell your friends about the podcast, share this out, and also make sure if you're watching it, support the audio channels as well, and go check
Mhm.
out some back catalog. We're 30 episodes in. We took a huge break,
30.
but we're
Yes.
back every other Tuesday.
We're back, baby.
We're not going anywhere. Here's our brand new outro music. It's royalty free. We're not putting
It's
over a band.
perfect.
We'll
But,
name it. We'll come up with a name for it.
It's called Shakajuia. I don't know.
Shaka Jawea.
It's not.